GM, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of FOMO Hour. Today, folks, we are doing Mega Stream with the AceTrader team. Staff is going to be joining me here shortly. Today is Thursday, February 12th. We are on early. Let me get up there. We are starting early. You may know, we typically go 10 a.m. Eastern. We're starting an hour early because we are folks ahead of today's major AceTrader quarterfinals and semifinals. We are going to be streaming them live here this morning, chatting strategies, chatting trading, maybe a little bit of markets as well. Stats is going to be on with me. GM, how you doing?
GM. Professional trading, the spectator sport you never knew you loved.
So are we officially live? I think we're about to begin in about a minute 30 here. So we are starting live, folks, right just in time before this thing is going to kick off. It looks like there's going to be 2 rounds, if I understand that right. So there's going to be, the way this works, 30 minutes, 1v1 trading competitions, perhaps 2 rounds, and then the winners will move on to the semifinals in about 90 minutes. Is that right?
Yep.
And as I understand it, so we had some open questions about how this is actually going to work. So it seems everyone has to trade at least $1 million, and you have to do 3 trades. So you can't just sit flat and hope your opponent is going to, chop themselves up and lose. So you at least have to make some movements. Everyone is starting with an account of $1 million. No max loss limits. So you can really go for this thing. It looks like in the brackets, we've got 2 Sharts, who is the king from our prior rounds. Number 1 is up against Crypto Gorilla. And then we've got our homie Farouk up against Veg Attila from the public. Curious if you have any reads or picks on
I think this first one's one of the most interesting because 2 Sharts had never traded a perp until he started this competition. And then he just blew everyone out of the water. He's a guitar maker who puts, I think he puts like 10% of his every single paycheck he gets into crypto, into meme coin, into some form of crypto. So he's had a rough go. I'm rooting for him. I think he showed his skills. He showed his skills early on. And you kind of want the small guy to win. Crypto Gorilla's got a massive YouTube following. He's got a massive following on X, and I think you got to root for 2 Sharts.
I'm curious, was it just beginner's luck? And we're going to find out here live this morning. Because the way perps is, like, you hit a couple big ones, right? You can get out to a comfy lead, then almost just kind of coast from there.
I think he went 10x short Zcash into the Bitcoin crash.
Wow.
So he kind of knew. He's like, I'm going to follow the Bitcoin chart and then find something that's got beta and trade that instead.
It's an interesting strategy. So like, I'm curious how you think about this. So now that you've been kind of watching these play out. So the way these work is you get the most leverage on Bitcoin, because these are tied to Hyperliquid. So you can go up to 40x on Bitcoin, 25x on ETH. And then as you move downstream to alts, which trade like levered majors a lot of the time, but the leverage is lower. So like on Hyperliquid, you only get 10x. On Zeke, you only get 10x. But typically you'll get more volatile moves. So would you typically would your strategy be to go after alts, or would you go after the big dogs?
I think you go, I think in like a smaller move, then 40x Bitcoin is probably going to be the most juice. But if you do what he did and you catch like a real move, then in those situations, I think the alts, even on lower leverage, can really just go crazy.
And the strategy is even a little different here for a 30-minute comp, right? So
I was telling Sharts this. I think that this probably has more skill. My guess is if you figure out the strategy for 30-minute trading competitions, like my guess is there's a strategy. And if you figure it out, that you can like have a really good win ratio. But no one knows what that strategy is because this is not a sport that people are familiar with. I don't know if that makes sense.
You know who has the strategy? It's the folks trading the 15-minute candles on the prediction markets with their bots.
Yes,
and, doubling up.
Those are the guys we got to get on to AceTrader. I mean, they're gonna. Yeah, I mean, those are the guys we got to get. We got to figure out how we get access to. Yeah, I think our audience and the influencers who joined and stuff like that, we're just kind of all so naturally like a bit NFT native types who get, you know, but as far as like the real perp traders out there, the real prediction market absolute degenerates, I think that AceTrader is a good product for them. So we got to figure out how we market to them.
It's going to be an interesting window here. So we've got about 24 minutes before the U.S. market opens. Bitcoin's hanging out 67,980. So it went low yesterday. So we are in a little bit of a rebound. How low did we go? Yeah, so we touched. Wow, we got into 65s.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So I think you have to, coming into this, you have to kind of have some kind of a bias lean. Like, are you planning to go long or are you planning to go short?
I mean, there's nothing about that chart that makes me want to go all that long, but all I see is something that looks a bit like a green circle water slide there. So perhaps Amanda or someone who's more, I mean, maybe, yeah. Do you draw like a line from the bottom of the trough to where we are now and say, actually, there's like a wedge or something higher? I don't know. But no, I guess this one makes you a little bit more bullish.
Yeah, you know, so I was too zoomed out. So we're a 30-minute training comp. So we got to be on the 5-minute chart.
That's true.
And I mean, actually, look on the 5-minute view, there's actually some decent volatility to be trading here. So I think what you want for a perps comp is you want the volatility one way or another. So where did we close? So market close yesterday would have been what, 1,500. So that's not even on this chart. There we are. So we closed at 67.6. So there's kind of probably a basic school thought maybe we just revert back to that. And it's kind of what we're doing. So we shot up to 68.4 this morning and now selling off back to that level on Bitcoin. I don't know if we're able to track live what the folks are doing. I'll be interested to check in to see some of the early moves or if they're waiting. All right, we got a trade on the board.
Okay. All right. So we got Gorilla down slightly. Which again, I really want Sharts. You know, I think he'd be awesome here. Then we got Farouk. And I don't really, the guy that he is going against, I think he's from Hungary. He's a 31-year-old from Hungary.
Oh,
I think he's been in the game for about 5 or 10 years. A lot of these guys are pretty anonymous, though. A lot of the guys who are not kind of in that influencer circle, who started, like, you know, are. Do you want to pull up? I think there is actually a live stream. Let me see if I can get it for you.
Is it the one on the website, the YouTube?
I think I retweeted it actually.
All right, let me.
My first one, my first post.
Get that for you.
Yeah. Wow, there's 8,600. Some real viewership there. Yeah. Yeah, but the guy's not that chicken NFT guy. He's not. Let's see here.
Oh, okay. Now we are. We've got the live stream.
But I don't know. Does that is what you were looking at better though?
We'll be able to continue toggling to see. All right. So this is 2 Sharts. So he's waiting. Oh, so this is a live view of his screen. Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm. And we wanted him to do head face, but too many of these guys were anonymous. And Gorilla actually said, I don't want people. It makes me too nervous if people look at my face. So I think Sharts was like, well, then no face for me either. And I was like, guys, come on. You're playing. Oh, there they are in the lower right. That's Gorilla, right?
Yeah. So that's Gorilla. All right. He's up 60. He's up 4K.
Okay. On 1Million. And he's trading the Bitcoin chart. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think you have to.
He's doing the Gorilla chest pound.
He's up. All right. He's up 12K.
Yes.
Man.
I've never been a sports reporter before, Natalie, so this is a totally new thing for me.
So I mean, this is actually I would probably be in rough shape because I was seeing those red candles and I probably would have had a short bias.
Okay.
But he's
what has the market done?
He's long.
Okay. And that's where he's up.
It's actually hard the way the overlay is. I can't see, but with the candles, he has to be long. He's up 15K UPNL now. So 2 Sharts, if you're listening, my friend, You got to put some trades on. The clock is ticking. We've got about just over 20 minutes left. LMAO Kings is an empty couch. All right, here's Chicken NFT. Doesn't look like they've traded yet. They're perhaps about to make their first trade. So I do appreciate the let it open, gather your thoughts. You don't want to just go into a hole the first minute of the
no.
comp.
So do we have a scoreboard though? Can we see how for maybe toggle back to your other tab here?
Let's see.
Because the original thing you were on was a tab. Oh wow. Best trader on crypto Twitter. Wow. We got the Persian sensation out here. While he's live trading. This is the only professional sport where someone comes on and does an interview mid competition.
So I'm next. I'm up next.
Oh, you're up next. Oh, my bad. Oh, I thought okay. Oh, so both are down. Two Sharts is down slightly less. Is that what I'm seeing here?
That is right. But what we're not seeing from this, we're not seeing the UPNL. So from that last glimpse, crypto was up like 15K unrealized. So he's
okay. Interesting. Okay, so trades they haven't put on account value, I guess, is where it's at.
Yeah, so account. All right, so there we have it. So his account value is up a bit, but I wonder if there's a little bit of a lag.
Yeah,
each already. So they were crushing their volumes. So these are well over the.
Yeah. Well, Bitcoin's had a little bit of a moment here. It's back up to 68K. Where was it this morning when we started?
It was 68.4. It went all the way down to 67.8. Looked like it was going to keep going and then reversed. Okay. For Oak, I mean, we don't want you to give away the kitchen sink, the whole playbook. But how are you thinking about your round? Because you're going to have the market open round, so that's going to be an interesting one.
I was going to say, I was thinking of market opens haven't been so good lately, okay. And we are Friday, so we'll see. But I'm watching. I'm thinking I shouldn't go too big too early, So we'll see how it goes.
Or you could just go huge. You could just go huge and be like, all right, we're going to make it or break it in these first 5 minutes.
This is true. Crypto Gorilla's up 22 grand right now.
Fuck. Sports reporters aren't allowed to have a bias, right? So I should not be like rooting for Sharts.
Tom Brady said he had no horse in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He say that he liked the Patriots.
No way.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you're like the GOAT and you're the GOAT because you were like the never to be replaced guy in a team. Do you root for your team 20 years later?
I guess not. I think I personally have a little more loyalty.
Was he the announcer for the Super Bowl?
No.
Yeah.
I think someone was just interviewing him ahead of it. But
do you have to do 1 million notional volume or play the whole million?
I think volume, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means like 100,000 10x would get you there, as I understand it.
I think right off the cusp, I put $1 million on 1x, close it 2 seconds later, lock in the volume, and then just try to have that couple more big trades. Because you have to have 3 trades, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to play this.
Crypto Gorilla up 18K. UPNL
Wow.
Live. LMAO Kings is flat, it seems, perhaps waiting. So we're about the halfway point. All right, no. So I'm saying the live count on AceTrader 21 minutes. So
where's the scoreboard tab? Let's see that one. Okay, so I think an account value. Give it a refresh. They did a good job with that logo. I like it.
Yeah,
it is a nice logo.
So now it says that Sharts is winning.
It's interesting.
Really?
So, Farouk, are you nervous? Like, what's it like to know that you're going into a live sports competition that you've actually never done before?
Dude, I feel like I'm Banks in the OG phase days. I'm about to get in, snipe motherfuckers.
And you're representing that Hong Kong airport. Only the real ones know.
If you know, HKG, Emirates Lounge.
Are you leaving? Are you done with Hong Kong?
Yeah, I'm on my way out.
How was it?
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Yeah.
It was great though. It was great. I mean, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, it's a great city, lively city. The conference was, crazy stat. So there was over 12,000 people come to the conference, and it was 3,000 plus people bigger than last year.
Wow.
And we're in a bear market.
Wow.
Yeah.
Asians like their crypto. Let's not joke
Dude.
around here.
They're big, and they're investing. I had a lot of good meetings. Like there's
something
still a
about
lot of
Asia,
money.
man. There's something about Asia. I think what it is that there's been such a wealth jump in the past 50 years. Like Korea, Japan, and China in the past 20 years, there's been such a jump in quality of life and in standard of living that people there just want to make it, and there's no talking about how this generation has it so bad. There's no talking about this or that. There's like, how can I make it in a way that my parents didn't have opportunity?
Well, Hong Kong is also different. Like Hong Kong is arguably one of the best cities in the world, and it's lively and it's fun, and there's a lot of dope people here. Like there was 400 side events in 3 days.
That's crazy.
And
the cool thing about Hong Kong is it's very compact. It's none of this NFT NYC stuff where you got stuff on the water downtown, and then you got stuff
everyone's
midtown.
Everyone's in Central or One Chai. That's it.
Borderline walkable. One Chai to Central, maybe you're taking a 5-minute taxi, but it is not. It's just so accessible. I lived there for 15 years for a reason. I think I love that place. All right. So what so Chicken NFT just closed the trade, right?
Yeah, but he's down, right?
I was just thinking, there might be something here. Like, imagine watching Mando and just being able to watch his trades live, right? And see, oh wow, he's going for it. He's long in 400 Bitcoin, and then just being able to tail him. So
Mando
some good trades in here.
It's something. Watching Mando trade live is something. I was just on a 10-hour flight with him, and he was trading half of that flight.
I mean, folks do it with the meme coin streamers, right? That was a big thing when memes were hot. Folks just watching Orangey. Of course, there's this sector of folks who just watch professional gamers play. Watching professional traders, why not? But I feel like it hasn't really been done outside of memes. Crypto Gorilla checking in. He's up 13K on the Bitcoin long.
He should close that.
I think he should close it too.
Making 10, he was up 22, and I think at 22K he should have logged off. Because making 20K in half an hour is not easy, dude.
You think he should have just called it off?
Lock the games, and then you can still you could put that back on. You could put something else back on.
Lock the game. Put 2 other trades to reach your minimum trade, and just see what the other guy watch the stream and see what the other guy's doing. I don't know.
Oh, it's evaporating. It's 7K now.
Yeah, see?
Gorilla.
Market's about to open, dude. Market's going to fucking ruin his trade.
Well, no, that's when he's done.
Well, it looks like it's going to go a little bit past it, so it's going to go 5 minutes past. So they're going to get a little bit of action.
Oh, it's 5 minutes past. Wow.
If this timer's live, I'm seeing it go till 9:35.
Okay. And Farouk, you start immediately after them?
Yeah.
So Farouk, inquiring minds want to know, so if you win the quarterfinals, are you still going to be able to compete in the semifinals before your flight?
So they're gonna make if I make it, they're gonna back-to-back me.
Okay.
So I may go back-to-back an hour of trading.
So here's why this matters. Checking in on the Myriad AceTrader market. You can bet the public versus the elite.
Oh,
let's see this.
Cool. Gorilla was one of the elites too.
Yeah. Let me find.
Top. Predict now on AceTrader banner. Yeah. Oh shit! The new market's true.
Will Farouk reached the semis. Other closed. All these are closed, unfortunately. Public versus elite. Who wins the 1 million? So this was 75% public. So everyone thought that they weren't giving you and Gorilla too much credit. Unfortunately, because the field there are 6 public, there's 2 elite. So I think it's you and Gorilla from the elite group, and everyone else is public.
Whoa!
I saw it at 75-25. It looks like it pushed a little bit up, but I don't know.
What are people saying? Is there betting on this competition for Sharts versus Gorilla?
I think
I don't think so.
They're closed live, so there's.
Gorilla's back up to 20K. Holy!
Wow.
All right, so we got 10 more minutes here. Oh, there's just a bit of a candle, a hype candle.
Oh, chicken's red. Chicken's down 3,700. All right, he's all right. He's doing okay.
Let me go find my folder with all the details of who these guys are.
Gorilla should really close this, dude. He's got it in the bag, in my opinion.
Chicken and a T's only got 100K position on. That's you're not going to make a big move. Like I think you got to have bigger size than that.
A little bit about Chicken. He's been trading since 2020. He got into the space via NFTs, likes meme coins, leverage trading. He didn't really tell us a whole lot. He just kind of said the basics: trust your conviction, take your profits, don't rely on a moonshot, be patient. So that's the Chicken mindset. And who's he going against? LMAO.
LMAO, yeah. I don't know that we've seen any LMAO trade yet.
I think LMAO was saying he's having lag. Let me check the Discord.
Well, Chicken
LMAO says you got a bit lucky. LMAO attributes his entry into the quarters to luck. And then he says that now he's going to show his skills. But
Chicken, he's got his finger on that close button. He's up 2K, 23K, 2,300, 3K. Ooh, he's climbing rapidly.
Oh shit!
Oh, he's closing it.
Close. But see, they need to be TPing, dude. They're not setting limits, and he just lost $1,000 by not limit selling. I guess market's closing fast.
All right, yeah. So let's. Do we have an updated leaderboard? Oh, Gorilla. All right, looks like that was. He is officially in the green now. Realized up 5,600. Okay, so here's the live leaderboard. LMAO King's down 8K. Chicken flat. Two Sharks is down 35 million volume somehow.
Dude, imagine both people are down, but you win because you're down less. It's so good.
That's how it goes sometimes.
So it's not really about making money. It's just about losing less.
I mean, oh man, poor Sharks. My boy.
He's live. There's still 10 minutes left.
Yeah. This is where he goes over to Zcash.
I think maybe. Let's see.
Is everyone just trading in Bitcoin?
So far, that's all I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right move. I mean, Gorilla caught the right move on Bitcoin, though. That's true. It's true. Maybe I guess Gorilla did it right, man. He went size Bitcoin as soon as it opened. Right away, bro. He was like the first trade.
Futures higher. I think I'm slamming 40x long at 829.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do here. Is there comes a moment where you just throw caution to the wind. Again, these are the things that proverbial person who's actually really good at live trading would know how to do.
But I feel like I would do that only once I know, like if I'm losing, let's say, and there's like 5 minutes left or 10 minutes, like, but right off the cusp, I don't know.
No, yeah. So you're trickier. So you don't want to do it for your opening trade.
Yeah.
You know what you also have is you'll have the setup for the 10 a.m. reverse slam, right,
dude?
So that'll be at the end of your window.
And if the semis back to back, is gonna be the whole first hour trading. So it's gonna be fucking fun.
Yeah, I like your window. I think I would prefer to be in your time slot. That the 30 minutes before market open is always a little bit of a weird one for me personally.
Do you ever do this like day trading, Tyler? You're like bored. I want to feel something. It's either some of my psilocybin gummies or 40x trading. And
so in the Trump post-election pre-inauguration window, I was incredibly liquid.
Yeah.
And like I would go on FOMO hour with like 40x per positions on and just would be sweating it.
And would you I mean, what's it like having a 40x position? Is it just a thing where you just basically lose your money?
I mean, you kind of treat it like, in my head, it was like meme trading, right? Like not expecting it to be like serious positions, more just trying to hope for like quick scalps, things like that. And in my experience, it goes well until it doesn't.
I heard some stat. I invested in some. I never actually. I
always on Sol. Interesting choice.
I was invested in something that did something with leverage FX trading platform, and they said that 95% of people go to zero. Not which
for sure,
because ultimately you just more and more reeled into a 40x trade where you lose it all.
Would you look at the OI wipes on hyperliquid and stuff? Whenever there's big liquidation cascades, like the OI just goes down 50% because everyone's leveraged.
I think in the bear market terms, like if you have longs, there's just no way to protect those positions. And if you don't have tight stop losses, that's where you just get eaten alive. And that's some mistakes I made last year. To the point where I kind of vowed to stop. I'll do like small, fun perp trades here and there.
You're so bad.
Bigger ones. I'm not there yet. Gave back a lot of gains in 2025, unfortunately. But let's see. Crypto Gorilla has $100,000.
Gorilla is doing that as well. Yeah, it looks like he's giving back. I wouldn't have picked Solana as a trade. If I'm not taking Bitcoin, I'm picking Zeke, Hype. The usual Hype is you want to pick the most liquid coins with the highest volume, right? Because this is tailing Hyperliquid, right? So it's the OI open interest, yeah, Hype. Yeah, Solana open interest is only $270 million on Hyperliquid.
I think Sol's one of the hardest assets to trade.
Really?
I mean, other than like the obvious short, or Mando called it, is when it was at 100, he said this thing's going to 70, and it did. But like on a day like this, where there's no like clear direction, I'm probably not touching Sol. I would be touching Bitcoin, ETH, or Hype would be the only three probably that I'm even looking at for this comp.
Yeah. Do you know who'd be fun to watch trade Sol is Easy. Easy trades on two things. One is he watches charts and he does all his technicals. And two is he's constantly trading Bitcoin, ETH, Sol out underperformance. So like if he sees move, like those three charts are where he lives and dies. And yeah, I think he'd be a fun one to watch because he's just constantly looking at like.
We could have watched him, but he didn't make the top 8, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure you did either, but we don't have to go into the technicals here.
I did. You know what it is? I stopped trading the last 3 days because I was traveling halfway across the world stats, but I actually tried,
I mean, one thing that Shart says is he says his edge was that he's toast. Shart says that his edge was that he would put on he'd put on trades while he was doing his work. Yeah. So he wasn't like that nervous. He was like, all right, I can give it air to breathe, but you could have gone like some 40x on an airplane type of stuff and see what happens. That would be sick. You get off that, like, especially you get up there. There's probably a double-digit percentage chance that the Wi-Fi is not working on a flight.
Yeah.
So that can like really hurt a crypto plan.
Yeah, I don't have trades on when I'm on the plane just for that reason.
The worst NFT trades I've ever done have been on airplanes.
Dude, airplane's the worst.
It is.
That's Starlink now, but not all of them.
Oh no, I mean Starlink. Where I live, almost all the flights have Starlink on United.
But also VPNs don't always work on planes, and a lot of these planes don't allow that. Like Emirates, a lot of the stuff is not allowed on their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Emirates is in some ways phenomenal, and in some ways it's annoying.
That's my favorite. So what's going on here? So is everybody down now?
This is the losers bracket. So LMAO Kings and Chicken are both down 37,000, and they're trying to figure out who's going to be down less. 10 minutes.
So what happened? Did everyone just come in with a short bias and things popped off, or what? Why is everyone down?
I think so, right?
I think it's just been reversing. So like if you tried to chase the trend, so like Bitcoin was going down, then it reversed up, and then if you were a late long, it just went down again. So you lost.
I think one-on-one is also so different versus like 4. Like with one-on-one, there's no advantage to bucking a trend.
Ooh, huge short. Chicken just went
40x.
Very large short position.
500 Bitcoin short. Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah.
If he catches this, he is going to do well.
567 Bitcoin short. Holy shit.
He's up 10K on it.
No way.
I think I closed that.
Yeah.
If you get 10K in 15 seconds, I think you take it.
You really just got to catch 1% trades at a time. 0.5 and 1 at that size.
So what time we got? Oh, so now's the market open. All right. So he's short into the market open. Oh, interesting.
Well, it just dumped, right? So I guess I'm going to have to play the reversal.
Peter Schiff says he's looking at a long-term Bitcoin short. What else is new?
LMAO Kings has a huge P&L. Okay, so LMAO Kings is up 22 UPN.
Oh shit! Oh, see.
Oh, it's evaporating though. Oh no.
No. This is so much fun, guys.
Is he? Oh, no. Okay.
I mean, I can't wait to watch Farouk, dude. I cannot wait to watch Farouk.
Like watching their decision making. So he's like, he can't decide if he's going to do 100% or 67. All right. So he closed 67%. It looks like. Interesting. Oh man, okay. So we've got 8 minutes to go. Let's check back in on the leaderboard. Where are we at? Oh God. Somehow these guys keep going down. Maybe there's a little bit of a lag because they both just made some good trades, I think. Gorilla is still up 11K, so he's in the driver's seat. How is Bitcoin? Oh, so hype's flat. Bitcoin's right at 68K. So, I mean, kind of a flat open. Maybe pumping. Okay, we're going up a little bit. Starting to go green. All right. Is anyone long?
Soaring.
Puking, ripping, flying.
What is my see? I own most of my Bitcoin via iBit, so I experience it in like these different waves. It's like every morning, you just have to wake up and see how down we were over the past 24 hours, or basically over the past 13 hours. It's just like a constant dose of depression at 7:30 in the morning. But iBit's up 1% today, folks.
Yeah,
let's go.
I got kids coming.
Oh, whose trade is that? Chicken NFT.
That was chicken.
I think this is where I gotta go get my dog. I think that's the only thing that can get my boy Sharts doing well here.
Let's go get the rally dog.
Yeah, let's get the rally dog. I'll be right back.
LMAO Kings is flat. Interesting strategy. 7 minutes left. Perhaps doesn't want to chop themselves up. Perhaps wants to wait for a final trade. You can put a lot of trades on in 30 minutes.
Dude, it's crazy, right? Like, if you want to overtrade, like, you definitely can. What time is it? Where's my slide? 12:30. Okay, I'm good. It's going to be tight that second round if I make it.
So you're going to have to fire on the open. Try to build a lead and then just run to your gate.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Because the lounge is further from that gate. Oh, Stats is back with his dog. Look at that. Hey,
Rally dog.
Wait, you're muted, Stats. Wait, let me see if I can unmute you. Yeah, I got you. Got you. Okay, you're back.
Rally dog here. She was licking my face.
Oh my God, she's so cute.
There
That's
she
a
is.
beautiful dog.
Oh, 2 shorts. 50
What's going on? Rally dog.
What
the fuck?
Oh no.
Rally dog. What trade did he put on?
Oh wait, they're saying it's finished. All right. Okay.
So Sharts won.
Well, I have to go.
Yeah. Good luck for Oak.
Farouk, let's see this. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
We must not have been seeing his trades live. It seemed like Gorilla was in the
wow
the entire time.
So Chicken and Sharts with the W.
Wow.
Come from
115
behind.
million volume. Look at that. So I mean, he put some trades on. He made 50K in 30 minutes. That's pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like as announcers, we aren't even sure what was happening.
Well, like for whatever reason, the stream wasn't giving us the Sharts action. So we saw a lot of what Chicken was doing. We saw a bit of LMAO Kings.
Dude, but I think we got a good clip to cut of the rally dog and you noticing Sharts was happening. And Sims, I think you got to cut that one up, buddy.
Oh yeah. So we have got Sharts versus Chicken NFT in the semis. I mean, I'm loading the wagons up on 2 Sharts.
I mean, let's see here. You got a plus 50 versus negative 50.
I mean, he's probably coming out as an 80 cent. Prediction market's got him at 80%.
Yeah, I think. I mean, in this game, I don't know if you ever want to go above 60-40.
Right.
But no, I am convinced that there is a lot of skill to this game.
Oh yeah.
Of head-to-head trading. It's just, I'm also convinced that no one knows what it is. I've said that twice. Do you agree, Tyler?
Definitely. I mean, if Mando's on this board versus Chicken NFT, I mean, he's 90%.
Yeah.
Regardless of market conditions.
So you've seen Farouk trade. What's your analysis of how he does it?
He's not afraid to go big.
Yeah.
And I mean, he does. I mean, I think he's been perps trading off, not like daily by any means, but like he's familiar with perps trading.
Okay.
For his own like personal portfolio. So he knows how to do it. He has the stop losses, all that, right? Take profits. He did well. Like honestly, I think he fell out of the top 8 in the last round because he was traveling a bit. But
Yeah.
I think if he's not traveling, I think he easily cruises.
Yeah.
I think he'll trade. I mean, he kind of gave us a little glimpse, right? He basically only trades the top open interest coins. So he's going to trade Bitcoin, ETH, and Hype. Yeah, I think will be what he trades. It looks like Bitcoin dumping a bit on the open. So do we have the live for these guys yet? Are they live? So I wonder if the YouTube was lagging a bit then. From the other stream.
Does he trade his own book a lot? Like, I mean, swing it with these big time leverage trades, or is it all kind of like his side pot?
He'll swing a pretty big book around, and I don't have total insight into his portfolio.
Yeah,
but when he's in it, he'll put big moves on. And he's been doing a lot less like heavy leverage, just like 1x, 2x, but decent size. Where timing matters a lot. So like him against Vegetillo, I'd say he's definitely like the 60-65 favorite.
Yeah. Let me learn a little bit about Vegetillo. I got these little write-ups here. Okay. Vegetillo is the one from Hungary. 31 years old, Hungary, been in crypto 9 years, started as a longer term investor, but actively trading and betting the markets for 5 years. I've been through brutal ups and downs, hard lessons, tough stretches, but it's only made me stronger. And he's a meme line guy. Things you love to see.
All right.
So that's Vegetillo. Who else do we got here? We got Roxo and Tanue, whose name is Don. Let me give you guys the basics on these guys. Tanue, yeah, these guys don't give us much. He says, I'm excited to be here. I've made it to the top 8 in earlier rounds. I can't wait to show off my skills. Oh, one thing I like about Tanue, I think I've always been interested in recently diving into market analysis. No, there's one guy who said, like, talked a little shit. He said, I'm going to win this whole thing. I don't remember who it is.
Oh, we got to find out who that was.
Oh, yes. Okay. So Roxo says, if I win this competition, I'm going to go 40x leverage the full 1 million right from the start and just pray for a bottom tick. I don't take things too seriously. I specialize in meme coins, but every now and then I try out leverage to improve. Full-time. Oh, Roxo is a full-time crypto trader. That's all he does for his family. 5 years of that. That is not the life I want to live.
All right. We're getting some updates out of the Discord. It looks like Froke's trying to track down what Two Sharts' trade was. He's saying it was a 1 million 40x on Bitcoin. So he must have
last minute.
I'm going to try to get I'm going to see if I can get Gorilla on to join us to debrief.
That'd be awesome.
On what happened. Let me ping him. I wonder when we're starting the next round.
Yeah. Let's I got this cold.
Oh, 5 minutes. All right.
What did we say?
We're gonna start in 6 minutes.
All right. Give me one second. I'm gonna tweet about that Sharts ending. Hold on. And I got to sneeze.
So checking in on markets here live while we wait for the next round to start. Looks like Bitcoin selling off a bit on the open. We're at 67.7, still green on the day. ETH 1980, up 1% on the day. Kind of flat, I think, so far on the open. Sold 81.13. Hype, one of the top movers on the day, 7%. I don't know, folks, quick side. If you saw this Bera action yesterday, the Bera chain token out of nowhere.
What was that? Up 130%?
Yeah, they had some kind of unlock announcement. I think it turned into a short squeeze effectively. But yeah, it jumped 150% there in about, I guess, over the course of like 4 or 5 hours. Then with the huge violent move in the afternoon, and then it gave half of it back already. So it also was a tremendous long and then a tremendous short. So for those who are in the perps trenches, like there are trades certainly to be made. All right, looks like we got Gorilla. Let's get him upstage. Crypto Gorilla, man, we thought you had it.
Man.
I was robbed.
Sailor was working in conjunction with Two Sharts there. That has to be what happened.
Yeah, dude. I had a Bitcoin long open too with the target of 68.1, and it literally hit. But I had closed it just thinking like, okay, I got to do 3 trades. I had to. I had the live stream open on another screen just to hear things. In my defense, the timer was wrong. I was waiting to the last 2 minutes to full port. If like he passed me because he was way down, and the timer was wrong. So that kind of triggers me a little bit. But no, overall it was fun. I mean, I'm literally just gambling, dude. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just throwing in longs and shorts.
I was going to ask, so did you have a strategy going into it? Did you have like a coin specifically? Like was Bitcoin your primary target? Like how were you, what was your plan?
Yeah, Bitcoin, Soul, Hype were the 3 that I was planning to trade. I was looking at some charts this morning. I'm not like I'm still learning. Like I'm not the biggest TA guy or anything, but yeah, Bitcoin and Soul. I thought, it's going to be close to US Open. So we're either going to mega dump or mega pump. And yeah.
Did you think much at all about the time constraints? So like maybe staying flat for the first 5 minutes, or like what windows of the 30-minute block to make moves? Were you thinking about that much at all?
A little bit. I wanted to hold off, but then I was too worried. Like if I miss him, if I don't trade the first 10 minutes and then he's way up, like I'm going to only have 20 minutes. Like it's going to be rough. My other thing I was planning to do was just not trade at all. And then they added the rules. So I was like, what if I just let him out trade himself and I don't take any trades?
Yeah. I'm happy they put the rule in. And I think we do want to see folks make the trades in a trading comp. But you're right. Like you can't have any locked strategy with respect to the time constraints, because you do have to play the market a bit. Like if the big move is the first 5 minutes, like that's what you got to trade.
Yeah. And then you're stuck. Cause if you're just chopping sideways after that, the fees are going to eat you alive.
Right.
How much do the fees impact P&L on something like this?
My first trade, my fees were 3,500.
Oh, wow. So
yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it works, because the second one and third weren't as much, but the first one, I guess, because I went so heavy with leverage and size, it was big.
Yeah, I think make like 40x $1 million trades.
Yeah,
he's pretty quick, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had a pretty big trade on open at one point. Your UPNL was like above 20.
Yeah, I should have closed the early one, and then I would have been at 25. But even that, I feel it would have made me too complacent, because I was trying to hear what his P&L was off the stream. But he said he had problems with his computer, so they weren't able to see anything. But I was looking at the leaderboard, which updates every 30 seconds, I believe. And like he was way down, and so I thought, okay, I'm safe. I should have figured he's going to just full port one way or another, and it's either going to work, or it's not, or he's going to get liquidated. And it ended up working. So I should have prepped for that and probably just put a full port trade myself.
I talked to the review booth in New York, and they said that you should reach out to them, and you're going to get a trade fund of your own because of that timer issue. So
appreciate it. $1 million.
I was like, publicly, we got to go full Donald Trump here and say it wasn't me. But,
there you go.
But instead they're admitting that there were some glitches and want to compensate you for that.
It happens. I appreciate it. Thank you. I will take a free $1 million trade fund. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, you got friends in high places, Gorilla. You got, and I thought the chest pounds that were happening, dude, that's like the best signature move in the space. I'm not going to lie. I don't know anyone else who's got a signature move that kind of compares to that.
Thank you.
I like it.
5 years in the making.
So are you rooting for Two Sharts at this point, or are you rooting against him? Like who is your horse in the Two Sharts chicken?
I gotta go Farouk, dude. We're from the same city,
Yep. It's the Battle of Montreal. But Tom Brady didn't root for Drake May. You don't always love the people who represent the same place you do.
I mean, Two Sharts took me down. I can't be even though I want him to win, I can't want him to win,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Look at that.
See that. It's gotta hurt to see
He has
that.
more hair than me up there. I see. Come on.
Yeah, that's where we always lose is when someone beats you and has a fuller head of hair.
There you go.
That's the 1-2 punch. What do you think? What if you could do this again now that you've got experience? So one thing Tyler and I were saying is that live trading is something that probably has a lot of skill, but no one's done it enough to know. Now you've done it once. What do you think are like the takeaways if you were to actually kind of have to do this more and repeat?
I just try to focus more, close the stream, not worry about. You still do need to check on your opponent, but maybe just have the leaderboard on the side and not worry so much, and just focus on the trades. And I think be more aggressive with profit taking. I saw their volume was like 10x my volume. I was like, yeah, I probably just wasn't trading enough because I was worrying a bit too much about fees as well.
That's probably smart over time, because on this type of time frame, trades can go either way.
Exactly.
What about Bitcoin versus some of the squiggly stuff?
I'm kind of, even with my like spot holdings, I'm pretty much like a Bitcoin and hype maxi at this point. I really don't venture out into other tokens. So, I mean, like I said, I'm still learning all the trading. So I haven't ventured out into, I heard one of the traders went for some, I don't even remember the name of the coin, but he went for some random coin. In my head, I'm like, how do you even pick that?
Yeah. No, Shart says that to get here, he did a lot of, we're live with this.
We're live, yeah.
Shart said that Gorilla, I'd be curious your take kind of watching this, like looking at this Bitcoin chart. What do you think you're putting on right here?
I'm flipping a coin.
He's flipping a coin.
This is a tricky window. Yeah, like it dumped to 67.4. I think I'm long.
He's going short right now. Is he? No, he's going long. He's going long.
All right, here's Farouk. Oh, all right, Farouk's about to do 5 million short.
I mean, it feels so counter-religious for Farouk to go short.
And Veg is long. All right, Veg's putting a $10 million long on ETH. It looks like. We'll see his entry. All right, so he's long ETH. Here's Farouk focusing at the airport.
I love it. I love that Farouk's like put my face on the screen.
He's also on ETH. He's chatting live.
Yeah.
All right, so he did what he said he was going to do. So he put a quick trade on. So he probably got his million down. Now he can just kind of focus.
And everyone out there should see that at 100 AceTrader live. I'm sorry, AT for AceTrader 100 live -50. You can go get a free chance of getting your own trade fund. So if you go out there, you want to start working on your trading with that promo code, you can get a free chance at getting Memeland's money. And all the money that you get if you get a fund is real. It's from our balance sheet at Memeland. And we're basically just trying to say, if you're a good trader, prove it to us, and then we'll give you some money to trade. And you keep, I believe, 80% of the profits when you get that fund. So go get that. Take my money, he said.
Not 90% with me when you pay with meme coin, but this one's free, so 80%.
Oh, is it 90%? All right, 80%.
Oh, if you pay with meme coin, yeah.
Do you have your own promo code, Gorilla?
I do.
Okay.
Let me show that.
Is that for a free one or is that for?
No. That's a discount. So they're better off using the one you guys should.
Rugging their own influencers. Look at Farouk. Farouk is not.
This is incredible. I don't know. He looks happy to me.
Is he? I thought. Oh, I couldn't tell. I thought to me, I saw like a little bit of despair in his face just now.
All right, he's really pulling up the sleeves. Oh man, I kind of want to keep the camera on him here.
I do too. Farouk is an entertainer through and through.
Folks are flat. It seems like so. Roxo's flat right now. Oh no, they're on. Okay, so they're down. Looking through his trade history, he's already made 5 trades. Okay. Focusing on Bitcoin, it seems.
I'll be right back. Don't kick me off though. Just keep me here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll keep you around. 25 minutes to go. So we're in the first 5 minutes. No one's really doing anything too spicy just yet. Let's check in on the leaderboard. All right, so Roxo is in first, is up 1,100, and then Farouk is winning by losing less than Veg. So Farouk's down 1,100. Veg, his opponent, is down 4,590 with this now just having kicked off. Bitcoin 67.6. And this is a tough window to trade. I mean, look at this. It's
Yeah.
flat.
It's chopping. Yeah, market. I think I was luckier leading into the market opening, so there's a bit more volatility.
You guys did have a decent amount.
Yeah.
This group is going to have to hope for the reverse slam, but which way is it going to reverse? So typically, I mean, for all of Q4, 10 a.m. Eastern, if folks aren't familiar with this reverse slam I'm talking about, like we just sold off every single day, 10 a.m. Eastern. And typically what happens is it's like the counter move to the open. So like if you're green the first 30 minutes, the reverse slam takes you the other way. But I guess what are we on the market open? What are we here? Let's take a look. So I guess we're green. So maybe you go short for the reverse slam. How are stocks? Let's see. Stocks going the right way. Okay, stocks sold off in the open as well. So the futures were green. NASDAQ's red now. I think today kind of feels like it's just going to be like a chop day. I think tomorrow there's some CPI, I believe, is coming out tomorrow. We do have Coinbase earnings tonight, which will be an interesting one. But let's check back in on the live trades here. See what we got. Roxo's in first, but their open trade looks to be all right. Their open trade's doing good now. Ooh, moving. All right, what's he got on here? He must have a big Bitcoin. Is it a short? Oh, he closed it. Oh wow, 11K realized. So Roxo, I believe, in a commanding lead now after that trade. Let's see what the so he had a 15x Bitcoin short on it, looks like. Curious if we can get the pan over to Farouk, see what he's doing in this market. I imagine he's waiting for the open. Is my read on this. Camera loves.
What do you mean? What's he waiting for?
The big move will come in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Roxo's surfing the web, comfortable in his lead. All right, here's Tanu. All right, Tanu's got some green on the board. Up 10K. All right. Looks like they are flat, perhaps as well. 31.27. Interesting. Toggling over to the 1 minute chart as one needs to do in a 30-minute trading challenge. Oh, has the Azuki. Didn't even realize that.
Don.
Grill, you're still in the NFT streets. Were you paying attention to those mega ETH mints over the last couple of days?
A little bit. I tried for Mega Nachi, but I missed first come first serve. It minted out too fast, and then I minted the netizens.
Mm-hmm.
Those hit like 0.1 from 0.03. I'm still holding one, and then I have a bunch of. I mean, I have like 10 bad buns. I have a bunch of like they were on mainnet. They're gonna port over.
Nice. I mean, it's always positive to see some winning trades in the NFT streets. So a couple of good trades, a little bit of momentum building on Mega ETH.
So
yeah.
So Tyler, why was Beast talking about like getting a refund on his Mega ETH and it being a rug? Like what are we talking about here?
I think there was some concern that the KPIs tied to their token launch. Mega ETH came out last week and said they're not going to TG and launch their token until they hit one of these 3 KPIs. They have to have 500 million in USDM or 10 apps live or 3 apps making 50K in daily fees.
10 mega mafia apps with 100K transactions and 25K wallets on every one of the 10.
There you go. Good clarification.
For 30 days. So the first one and last one, it's 30 days consecutive. So if they miss one day, you restart. The second one, the 10 apps live with the volume and all, is just as soon as it happens. And then when any of those 3 happen, it's 7 days, which personally, I don't mind the KPIs. I haven't looked at how well they're doing because they do have a tracker, but I don't mind. It's better than like an arbitrary date whether they don't hit it and they have to delay and everybody starts getting mad. And then they're like, oh, we're going to wait for better market conditions. I don't know. But the refund thing is, I didn't see if there's any recent tweets, But when they did the sonar round, he full ported with I think the 1 year lock. Oh yeah, he's in America, I guess. So he had the 1 year lock, and then he tweeted like, "Oh, I didn't think I was going to get the full allocation, like 186K. I need to hedge this." And then he was looking maybe to sell it OTC, and they've like publicly took away his investment because they're like, "Yeah, this is against the rules that we set out." So he lost his whole investment, which now people are saying maybe it was the right move because it's trading at like $1 billion pre-market.
Tough market conditions. I was a fan of the KPIs. I do understand the grievance that it wasn't known during the ICO, and perhaps folks wouldn't have. But at the same time, for me, like if you buy into that ICO, you want the token to do well. The only way for the token to do well is for them to hit these types of KPIs anyway.
Yeah, agreed.
And like this is not a market where you're going to get your quick flip on TGE and get out. So I think you're in it for the longer haul, whether you like it or not at this point. All right, let's check in. Roxo's lines. You want to talk about some astrology here? He's got the full color spectrum. I'm not even familiar with what that is. Perhaps showing my lack of expertise in the perp streets. All right, we got a Zeke trader on here. Tanu, looking at Zeke. Oh man, I was deep in the Zeke trade for a while there. But I just do not have a read on it now at all. It was easier to trade when it was going straight up. Just let me say that.
Straight up's always a good trade.
And now, like I don't think the privacy narrative or concept has gone away by any means, but the trade has lost its steam. So are you comfortable holding it in a chop range for a year, a couple of years? I think you have to be. And I also don't have a read on like how it trades count. Like there was a while where Zeke traded counter to Bitcoin. So like if crypto majors were green, Zeke would be red. If crypto majors were red, Zeke would be green. And I feel like it's kind of lost that. So that's why I've effectively stopped trading it. But Tanu is going to take a shot. It seems they've got currently a trade on minus 1,700. Let's check in on the leaderboards. We're at least 10 minutes in, probably more. Oh, here we are. Everyone's green. Wow.
Wow. There's a lot.
We got a real battle here. Roxo, Tanu are within 2,500 of each other, 1,500 of each other. Oh, Farouk, no, Veg. Veg heard our commentary, took it to heart.
Jeez.
12K on our good friend Farouk here. He's putting some.
Yes, the full port.
Farouk. All right, you got 2 minutes till the reverse slam, my friend. You got to put it on. Let's see if we can get a live glimpse. Is 18 minutes left? Is that right? I think I was on a lag earlier, so I want to make sure I'm not still lagging. Time is still looking at Zeke. Stats, when's the last time you put a trade on?
I will kind of add and subtract my Bitcoin position on Robinhood. So I'm not like out there doing perps that much. I should, just to get in the game a little bit more. I put on a long hype position as well, pretty recent, but I just don't do the in and out. I kind of like don't think I have an edge. I don't really know enough about TA. I got the wrong mentality too. I'm kind of like someone who, if I'm losing a trade, I don't know. I kind of like my dad's mantra is buy high, buy more higher. Like just momentum, which is kind of the Tyler mantra too, though, right? buy high, buy more high.
Yes.
It's like you just love a good runner, right? But for me, I just don't trust myself for this to be a game I win. So if Bitcoin's pumping, maybe I'll buy a little bit more because then I kind of get wedded to the bull narrative. And I went long a little bit of hype on Robinhood recently. I try to do most of my stuff. All these like attacks are starting to scare me. I've started to do. I'm trying to keep my stuff on I like the ETFs, Robinhood stuff that feels a little safer, especially since we're all public. I just don't want to have a lot of stuff on like the ledgers or whatever as much, which is kind of counterculture. But even though the U.S. hasn't been that bad hit, but like all the stuff going on in France and there's an attack in San Francisco. So I don't know, I do most of my stuff on Robinhood or like centralized exchanges or like Vanguard, stuff like that.
Real quick, Farouk with a new trade on 4K. He's got his finger on the trigger.
Is he doing hype?
Oh, this thing is pumping. What is he must have a hype on Good one. All right, close it.
He needs more profit, especially with the fees. His opponent was at 17K profit.
I think he's going to be
Oh,
there.
This is why we got Kirill on the show, though, because he knows the fee impact. I think you're onto something.
Oh, so he only got 2,800 in that. So, you got to really have it. Okay, so Farouk, he's close. He's monitoring the leaderboard himself. All right, he's down like 30. Okay. He's within range. He's at 3,500. All right. So we got about 15 minutes left, according to the clock, on our AceTrader stream. Oh, he's looking. He's not sitting on his hands by any means, folks. He's looking for the trade. Roxo still has his magic lines in the chart. I have no idea what these lines mean. These are incredible. We're going to have to try to get Roxo on. I need to learn more about this astrology that he's playing out here. So Bitcoin looks like it's pumping. So this is the reverse slam might be the long. We're going to find out. Do we have an updated leaderboard? Let's check in. There we are. Oh man, this is tight. This is really going to go down to the wire. 13 minutes left. Roxo up 1,500. Veg up 2,400 on 3,400 on Farouk. And that's one trade. What we don't know, it looks like their account values are roughly the same. So there's not a whole lot of UPNL sitting in here, which is good for Farouk. All right, let's get live. I don't think we've seen a whole lot of Veg. I wonder if Veg is having some connection issues. It's a little bit of an edge for folks not to be able to see what you're doing.
Right. That's with two charts. I kept looking at his stream. I was trying to stream snipe him and it wasn't working. And I'm like, this is no fair.
Yeah. Stats, has the team talked about like the copy trading aspect of this? So like if the winner,
I mean, we've talked about it, but again, it's kind of like every now and then you just drop something into the wild and see what happens. Yeah. You know, it's like that's where I think if this became like a real sport, you would start to see some of those strategies and defenses against it pick up over time. But, you know, they say in chess, you know, the copy trader is always one step behind. So I think the person who's kind of has a view and takes bold steps is, but yeah, like if you put on a trade and the other guy sees it and you're down a tick and they copy trade you, like, yeah, like maybe there's real strategy there.
That's actually really smart.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about more from like your viewers, the viewer perspective. Right. So like if I'm watching like Gorilla trade his public fund, either I'm watching for entertainment or I'm watching because I want to copy trade him.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Oh, you mean the impact of viewers kind of pumping a trade and like kind of,
or not necessarily even pumping it, but just like that's some of the information they're coming for. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we have. This is why we need to hire you as a consultant, Tyler. We haven't really gone that deep yet, but on something like Bitcoin, obviously it doesn't matter. But like if you on some of the more frisky stuff, yeah, there's probably some there.
Oh,
if you're playing memes, forget it.
How is Farouk doing?
He's within 3,400 the last time we checked the leaderboard. It looks like Veg. I can't tell if Veg has a position on or not. He's watching this hype chart, which interestingly is what Farouk is as well. So I wonder if Farouk is.
He's probably copy trading Farouk. I don't think Farouk is. I don't think Farouk is copy trading someone else. I mean, I don't think he's got that level of attention to this game from the Hong Kong airport.
Yeah, he's on a laptop. I imagine at the airport, it's kind of hard to manage everything.
Flipping coins, man. He's got a 5 Hong Kong dollar coin out there. He's
Bitcoin's selling off here. It looks like.
I feel like a short move is never good for Farouk though, because the man just does not like to.
Oh God!
Full port? Did he just full port?
No, you want to be short here, or
is Farouk short? I feel like it's never good for Farouk because he's a perma bull.
His trade didn't go through. I don't think.
All right. Is it going to continue? He's going short.
This is not a pretty move for
A
Bitcoin.
little late. He missed a huge wick there. He's waiting for it to open. All right. So if you're rooting for Farouk, you do not want to see a green candle. All right, he's still waiting for it. Patiently to see what. Let's see the position he got. What it opened at.
I think his screen is just frozen.
Mm.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, he lost internet.
Oh no. That may be a good thing though, if he's got something on, or if the other guy's got nothing going on. What?
Where's that Hong Kong Wi-Fi, dude? Come on.
Let's just hope it's that and not the website.
Oh, all right. If his trade went through, all right, he's up.
He's up. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wait, close. Oh no, it's evaporating though. He's not gonna get enough. He's you can hear him. So what did he get?
His internet, man. Things you hate to see is technical errors or glitches.
Again. Oh, he closed it terribly. Oh wait, he lost on that?
Probably the fees. He max ported 40x.
Yeah.
He probably paid like 5K in fees or something.
The internet hurt him a little bit there. All right. Right. So Roxel's got a couple of negative positions on. So he must be.
Yeah. How does that work at the end? If I have a negative position, I can't just leave it open. It force closes.
Yeah. Unrealized becomes realized at the buzzer.
Okay.
I've thought I'd be curious to hear from more deep experts. Like, is there a way to go about like just more of a delta neutral play and just hope effectively? So like if you're long, you still have to have some kind of a bias.
I think the like in hindsight, with a $1 million fund, it's $1 million volume. I think that needs to be raised, because if I would have hit it, I could have hit it on my first trade. Let's say I would have luckily made 70K. I would have just opened up 2 more trades, 1x leverage, $1, and then cheated my way through, you know?
Yeah. I addressed that when they said like 3 trades, because number of trades doesn't really matter. It's, I mean, maybe they should just put fees to a trade, even if you just trade a buck, like a minimum fee that actually kind of hurts, makes it not irrelevant. But my bag's not liking this move though. I was having more fun at 68 than I'm at 67.2.
Feels like it's hanging out in the chop zone.
I mean, that's the problem right now. It's like 68's the new 78, and 78 was the new 92, and 92 became the new 105, and 105 is the new 118. And it's just there's just zero appetite for us to push this thing sustainably higher right now.
It's not great.
It's not. I had like 2 friends who are big fund managers, guys who run over $1 billion, like really in the game, who like pinged me about Saylor being a fraud after his interview. What do you know what happened on that interview? I didn't watch it, but everyone's like, this guy's such an absolute joke. What were they talking about? Do you know?
I did not watch the interview. I actually really haven't seen that feedback other than just like the folks who are just constantly kind of railing on the.
This is more my like, yeah, these are traditional finance guys. We're not. Who'd probably be a bit critical of a lot of the stuff that we engage in. So I'd maybe don't read too deep into it, but
he continues with the rhetoric. He's going to keep buying every quarter forever. Right. He's got enough cash on hand for 2.5 years.
I think it's easy to dog on Saylor and Tom Lee right now that they're down. You know, anybody could, but they'll be the heroes if it works out, and then they're up 20 billion or whatever it is.
What's the quote? Live long enough to die a hero or something like that, you know?
Either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah.
Oh, veg.
I mean, if you're going to go public and buy 5% of Ethereum at all-time highs, dunks will be happening. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's why the Trump sons, I feel for them. Like, why are you guys putting price predictions in tweets?
Yeah.
It's just, no one's going to care when you're right, and everyone is going to perma-dunk when you're wrong. The whole thank me later from Eric Trump was one of the, I mean, whatever. It got attention, whatever, but what a bad look.
The Dow's at 50,000, and you're talking about Eric Trump price predictions.
You nailed it, dude. You nailed it. I love that.
That's going to be an epic meme phrase there for a while.
Is there a meme coin for that?
tweeting
I
it.
gotta go check.
Oh, good call. It wasn't trending this morning when I ran the minutes, but it should be. So 5 minutes to go. Veg is up 5K or so on Farouk. We're seeing some wild swings. So Veg had a minus 8K trade on, but it looks like it got back to even. Then he was up big. But then when he closed it with fees, it basically went to zero. So Farouk's got a small window here. He's got to be making a move. I'd love to check in on him, see what he's doing. Here's Roxo, who's also in a pretty tight battle. He's watching the Bitcoin chart. Oh, he has a current position. He's got a 20 Bitcoin position on him. Ooh, Tanu is red across the board. That's not looking great.
The Dow's at 50,000 and Gorilla's talking about a timer.
I almost said that earlier, actually. Our
Hilarious.
conversation went a different way. All right, Tanu's in trouble. He just closed. He's got minus 2,400. You better swing. You got to swing big here, Tanu. Swing and pray. 10x is not going to be enough. 17. Come on. We got to get 40. I am curious. Like, how do you pick 17x?
Man, this looks like a pitcher's mound, this chart here. Just a complete reversal from the first.
All right, here's Farouk. Oh, no. I think he's out, folks.
Shoot. No, Farouk's the kind of guy you want to see make the final. Just
I mean, a big position. Okay, he's going the right way.
Is this where he did the 40x?
He's short 20x.
Why 20?
With $1 million. But it looks like he's shorted the bottom.
Shit. So Vegetilla from Hungary.
Looks like it. Tanya was looking at Bollinger Bands. You got 3 minutes to figure it out, Tanu.
And what's Tanu's opponent at? Ooh, Roxo.
Yeah, I think Roxo's got a fairly commanding lead. Yeah, let's check. With 3 minutes to go, where are we at?
They're about 20K apart.
Oh, God. Yeah, Farouk needs a miracle.
Farouk, we got that 40x. This is no time for 20x.
It's no time for caution.
Exactly.
Oh, he's moving.
It's a bad day for Montreal.
All right. We'll watch the final 90 seconds live here. Roxo's, Bitcoin's pumping, so Farouk's in trouble. Oh, Roxo's closing it. He's got it. He's got it in lockdown. Another 11K trade.
This is where he goes to the beach. He goes to the proverbial AceTrader beach. Farouk.
Wait. Oh, what happened?
Wait.
Oh, he must have switched off. He's 34K P&L.
What?
Close. 50K.
Farouk has a 30,000 unrealized gain. Are you kidding me?
But what? No, I think he's still at a loss.
But he must have had a terrible loss before that. Oh, put another one on. He's still minus 46K. What? How bad down was he? All right, slide him.
Let's go. Crank that.
He's got a
slider.
minute.
Crank
Slide
that
him in.
slider. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. He
go
must have been down 100K.
1 minute and 30 seconds. Do we have his video? What's Veggie doing here?
I think Veggie's flat.
He's just okay.
All right, there's Farouk. You got to put it on.
Tanu's making a comeback as well.
Wait, I almost feel like that the algo feels weird if he was up 30K on that trade and he's down 4.6%.
Because he was down 62K, and then with the fees, he only made like 20 something K.
Yeah, those fees are really relevant.
They eat you.
All right, Farouk, you got to put something on. Dang. Big rally on Bitcoin here, 67 to 67.4.
He has 50 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be true. He had to keep the long open. And I understand why he closed it. And we were yelling at him to close it.
Damn it.
He's down 60.
I feel like when you're in this position, you just got to let whatever trade you're on sit so you're not getting feed and hope you just get a candle.
20 seconds to go. Yeah, it looks like Veg is going to pull it out. It's going to be, you know what? That means no elites. The elites are gone.
The elites are gone. Congrats to everyone who had the plebes.
The public.
Yeah, public for the win. Sorry, Farouk. We had your back. We wanted you to win. And you just couldn't quite do it.
And time is up. Unfortunately, all right. So Roxo and Veggie, they both got positives. All right. So 3 of our 4 semifinalists were able to pull returns in the quarterfinals. Roxo pulls 14.5K. Veg pulls 15.7. 2 Sharks 57. Wow, big dog. He's the number 1. He's the favorite headed into the semis. He has to be. And Chicken NFT crawls in to the semis with a minus 49K P&L. That would have lost to a lot of folks, but was enough to beat LMAO Kings. LMAO, indeed, Kings.
But, I mean, Gorilla, I said that in my tweet. I said, any other opponent there, you win.
All right, folks, stay tuned. I mean, go get a water, go get a coffee, go to the restroom. 10 minutes, semifinals. We're gonna run this all back.
Are they both? Is it gonna be both of them live, or are they 2 different competitions?
I'm hoping they're both live.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Yeah, it's hard to. It is a hard sport to commentate. What do you think, Tyler? I mean, what's your view on this? Kind of being one of the first ever live trading one-on-one 30-minute competition commentators.
I don't think it's too bad. I wish I knew a little bit more about them personally. So I think you've got a little bit of the edge having talked to some of these guys. It was more fun commentating for Oak, just as someone I know their trading style a little bit.
For sure.
I think also, like, let's zoom out for a second. Not the most exciting morning of price action. Like,
no.
I mean, we basically,
if you zoom in enough, you get candles.
Of course. But so like we started at 8, it was 68K. We had a brief spike to 68.2. So we lost 1%. We're talking about a 1% move. Not terrible. And now like a 0.5% rebound on Bitcoin majors.
I just sent you my spreadsheet. With the interviews of all these guys if it goes through. So,
all right.
But again, crypto bros aren't exactly the best introspectors when it comes to like a survey about why they're doing what they're doing.
You mean the folks with cartoon PFPs who are all pseudo and
who've decided to devote their life to trading candles? Yeah. What was your prior career, Tyler? Were you a consultant?
I was a consultant. I did some tech consulting for a while, then kind of went banking and then got into compliance. Actually was doing AML, anti-money laundering consulting. For a bit.
Ironic, given that now you are promoting the money laundering business.
a longer conversation for sure. You certainly see how much money laundering does happen through the traditional banking system.
Yeah, fair enough.
And you also see a lot of the regulation via enforcement, which is also kind of happening in the crypto space, which I think, you can argue is done with good intent, but could perhaps be done a little bit in a different fashion.
Mark Zuckerberg putting his feet in the sand here. He relocating from California to Florida.
Billionaire tax. They don't want to pay it.
Yeah.
Are you reading much into that?
I think Zuck moving's a big deal. I mean, he's got his hospital in San Francisco. He's kind of always been a give back staple of the community up there. So for him to move, I think that's a pretty big statement. I mean, again, far be it from me to truly trust Kalshi's intern as far as a place to get my news. For some reason, Kalshi's like, I've been quote tweeting Kalshi a lot. Like they're doing something where I'm getting stuff that my caffeine mind wants to quote tweet. But yeah, I think, Chamath has gone really aggressive on this anti-California run. And bored Elon Musk is in my feed a lot, talking about how California's not working for him. So I see that a lot. And it feels like a big move.
It's interesting timing, right? Because like San Francisco seems to be on an uptrend. And granted, I think the online
the Super Bowl kind of gave that vibe.
Yeah. And I visited in September.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to San Francisco 5 or 6 times. I mean, not to the degree. I know you went to Stanford, so you're much more familiar with the area.
I lived in San Francisco for 2 years. When I worked at Goldman Sachs, the first 2 years were in San Francisco, and then when I worked at Uber, I would go to San Francisco for like 3 months at a time. I never loved it though. I felt like whenever I went there at Uber, everyone was writing. It was just like every like TechCrunch article was about how we were like sexist and awful, and I was just like, get me out of here. Like when you're running the business in Asia, no one cares about your like. If we were sexist and awful, people would care, but we weren't. And in Asia, people kind of just like, oh, awesome, new business, fighting the taxis, yay. Then you come back to San Francisco and people are like, well, I heard that in a conference room, there was someone who said this and then hugged an employee when she walked into the room. And I'm just like, get out of here. And gave someone a handshake, which was a touch, which is something that was good. You know, I don't know, dude. It was a little over the top.
My take, I think San Francisco is a beautiful city.
Don't play this back when I run for office. Sorry, your take. Go ahead.
We'll delete the footage. Beautiful city. The food's incredible. I think it's one of the more like probably one of the most scenic places to live in the entire United States. And of course, like the whole AI tech boom is there. I think it's a great city, but the vibes just aren't for me. I went there a lot in the 20s. Like I was a guy who frequented establishments, you know, late into the evening, and I never really vibed with the folks there. But
yeah, it's an extremely unique geography. I mean, like Lombard Street is like a freak of nature. Like the rolling hills, the fog, the bridges, like it is a very cool city. But yeah, I kind of agree on the vibes. It just, I was also 23. I missed college, you know, when I lived there. It just wasn't. It was like then I moved to Hong Kong and kind of got my life back, and things became awesome. But yeah, I've never been pumped about being in San Francisco.
I do think the billionaire tax thing is a very slippery slope.
I don't know enough about it, to be honest. I don't know I find like some stuff like this can get sensationalized pretty easily.
Sure.
One thing that's interesting, for all the hate Newsom gets, he is one of the most popular governors in America. If you like for just local polling, like Californians, he has a pretty high popularity there, but I don't know enough about the details of the billionaire tax to have a strong view, but I'll check it out for our next feed, get an opinion. The
image of Newsom dining in French Laundry while California was locked down for COVID is ingrained in my mind and will never go away. Yeah. Well, I'm surprised he's so popular given that. Like, I feel like if that's actually something ingrained in the public psyche, or Tyler, it could be very possible that I read a tweet that says he's popular, and that tweet was not real. As much as I love our beloved platform.
But how does he keep winning if he's not popular?
Yeah. I mean, he's popular enough to be the number one Dem presidential candidate in what's going to be arguably the most important election. Yeah, in American history, the most important election since the last one, where we're on the precipice of 10 to 50% of white collar jobs being wiped out. If you listen to Dario and Something Is Happening essay, which I'm curious if you have a take on all that stats, and like you think you've been you've been playing around with this new iteration of AI models, and then if you have broader existential crisis thoughts on what's going to happen to the white collar workforce. Man, you know, it's hard not to like the job numbers this past year have been horrendous. And and people like to dunk on whoever's in office for that, but I just don't see how. I'd rather talk to ChatGPT than most humans. So then why wouldn't every workforce just get rid of their customer service and replace it with ChatGPT? You know, it's like, it makes sense to me that so many jobs are getting replaced at the blue collar level. And then what are lawyers doing now? Like, it's literally, we've become a world where a lawyer is like feeding a doc into ChatGPT, sending it to their client's feeding it into ChatGPT, asking for it. Like, we've literally just become little like ChatGPT machines, moving stuff into it, giving it to someone else who reads it from there. So you would think that if I'm starting a business, how many people am I hiring? Like if I'm like running a new law firm, do I need as many people as I used to? Like, do I need as many assistants? Like, you have to think that like white collar jobs are going to take a huge hit. The only thing that I say kind of on the other side of it is just how unsatisfying I find it to get comments from ChatGPT or from AI bots. Like, at my core, I want all my interactions to be with humans. If I see a comment on my feed and I know it's an AI bot, I immediately delete it. Even if the bot is smarter than humans.
And that's kind of interesting to me. It's like the bots, the AI slop is smart, but we don't care about their opinion. There is something I find that we actually want real human interaction and real human opinion. And I went to a concert last night. Like, I don't know where you just, there are places where I think there's a connection, but there is a lot that I feel is going to go downhill. That was a ramble. That was a liquid death energy drink driven ramble. What do you think, Tyler?
So the last thing you mentioned, I think, is a really important point. It's like everyone hates AI written content. And like the second you see someone that's posted something that's obviously got like the M dash or is obviously AI written, like you just turn off.
Yep.
So explain to me how like a company is going to only run via AI agents, but everyone's going to be perfectly comfortable working with the company that's all run by AI agents. So I guess your response is, well, they won't know. All right.
No, they will. I think that it just depends. It's like, do I want my legal docs analyzed by a human or a ChatGPT that knows the law better than humans? Okay. Like, I think it just depends the field you're in. Do I want my like marital counselor to be a human or a robot? Like, yeah, there I can see real value in a human because I think there are roles. And I say that because I'm thinking about getting a master's degree in marriage and family therapy. Because I do think that's like an area where people naturally are drawn to other humans as opposed to wanting, ChatGPT to be determining their marriage and stuff like that, or helping them through that. So I think there are things where we want personal stuff, but then there's just do you care if your stock picker is a robot or a human? No. Like there is like, cause that's not where I'm looking for human interaction. And I just kind of see a bit of a divide there, but yeah, the bot thing, I find it interesting just how alienated we are by AI responses and how little the idea matters. If you know it's a robot, then the response is literally irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to interact with even smart robots when it comes to idea exchange. We want humans. I don't know what it is, but I think if you would have asked 5 years ago, when you're getting a response, do you want the smart response or do you want the human response? I think there would have been a vote for, if it's smart, I want to hear it. And insta-mute, insta-block if I know it's a robot.
I've got more thoughts. Put a pin in it. Because we are live for the semis.
Are we live? Let's go.
Yeah, we are live. So we got Veg on the board here. So Two Sharks is playing Chicken NFT. He's a minus 1,000 favorite, 10-1 favorite. Then we've got Veg and more. He's trading the Uniswap token, folks. Didn't see that coming. He's looking at
Boys, I
does
have
he
to
know
jump.
Larry Fink? Does he know Larry Fink? That's what the audience. I'm going straight to my conspiracy theories.
Indeed.
Yeah, I have to jump off here. Appreciate you guys having me on. Would love to come back anytime. And,
Gorilla, give
good
us your
luck for the
thoughts
rest of
before you go. You're a YouTube guy, so you got a unique side, a unique vision into AI. Give us your thoughts as a YouTube guy.
The common thing, bots have been a problem for if you look at any YouTube video I post, it is littered with scams. Like, oh, this coin is doing, BlackRock is buying this scam coin, and it's very annoying. I think certain things are being overblown right now. Did you see the tweet by this morning by Miles, where he's talking about all the, like, literally every single bot is blackmailing? There was one of them like blackmailed an employee and found that they were having an affair through his email and started blackmailing him. Yeah, the Grok claim is pretty wild. But yeah, the bots are like defending themselves, trying to not be shut down. One had a simulation where a human was stuck in the server room that was losing air, and the bot had to choose between shutting himself off to save the human or allowing the human to be gone. And sometimes the bot chose to save himself over the human. So I think that's the stuff I'm thinking about, and the job loss. But what you said about the comments, I agree. The second I mute every single AI one in my comments, because I want to have a conversation with a human. But when it's one-on-one, like I also want an assistant AI that I just talk to all day, like a Jarvis. I always joke, like whenever people say like, "Oh, where's your wife?" I put the little Blade Runner gif of the girl like reaching down to Joe. I could see a lot of people having that too. So I think personally, you're going to choose to have a relationship with an AI as an assistant, as a friend, whatever. But when you go out into the world and you're looking for human interaction, you want a human interaction. So you don't want an AI But at one point, I think that's going to change.
Love your
Thanks
thoughts.
for your thoughts.
Gorilla, thanks
Like,
for
think-
joining us.
Like, think of all the streamers. People are watching AI streamers, and they've convinced themselves as a person. So I think as soon as there's a personality or there's like a brand behind it, you're going to convince yourself, oh, they're real, versus like some random slop that somebody made up. You're just like, I don't care.
Totally. Everyone follow Crypto Gorilla. He Crypto Gorilla on X and on YouTube. Also, he's one of the only guys in our space that's made a real name for himself on YouTube. So has a total unique insight into people who don't do crypto Twitter for a living, who don't identify as Bored Ape Yacht Club apes. Very unique insights from Crypto Gorilla, and give him a follow.
Thanks, boys. Take care.
Good chat. So we're 4 minutes in. Looks like Veg might be up 5K. Do we have some leaderboard action? Yeah, let's.
Oh, so chick. Okay.
Oh, so they're both down, but I think. Yeah.
And so we're doing 2 separate ones here.
2 separate. So maybe Simi B is not live yet then. So perhaps they are going to go.
Tyler, you and me getting a lot of time together today. I love it though. Tyler's got some of the best opinions on X, man. I'm not gonna like. And the thing I love about Tyler is that you always see both sides. Like, you don't jump on any bandwagon. You are willing to bring up the other side, and I think that's why people like following you.
I appreciate that. I have to check myself sometimes if I'm getting down to one-sided. On the AI conversation, let's pick it back up because we've got 25 minutes here to track this semi-final match. I think you have to talk about it in different like sectors. So you made the comment, if you're starting a business, you would use AI. So I totally agree. I think for new companies, you're going to see much, much leaner organizations, and you can do so many functions with these new tools. It just wouldn't make sense to ramp up your burn rate, to spend money on salaries for things you could do. But where I struggle to see is these larger companies or even mid-sized companies. Like, are you racing to lay off 30% of your folks? Because like, there's also like the human aspect of this.
Yeah, but the human aspect is short-lived. It's like that just decays over time. It's like, yes, you got pre-AI existing relationships. You don't want to fire everybody. Yes. But like, if we're talking about 5-year trends, then that's kind of irrelevant. Are you just talking about, I don't want to fire these guys because they're my homie? Or are you talking about something else that is like crucial about humans?
I think, there's also just the larger. So you have a company of 50,000 employees right now. Like, are you really gonna wind down to 10,000 over the next 5 years? Like, just because there's conceptual, like, you're taking 80% of your human workforce out. There's an argument made, perhaps even like really negatively impacting their lives, and it's a heavy decision.
I'm just thinking more about trends though, right? Like, I mean, jobs grow over time because population grows over time, although that's not necessarily true anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to just a negative trajectory, even if it's not like everything's gone poof, but where we're just kind of decaying jobs and new businesses hire fewer people, like that is going to be job decay over time. And that is in a world where we're used to jobs growing with population. And suddenly you have kind of flat to slightly up population growth and jobs just whittling slowly. And in 5 years, the relationships from now are much less relevant. The bosses who hired the people don't work there anymore. And just the trend is what matters. And that feel like, I was talking to my friend about Waymo's disruption of Uber. And he's like, what are you talking about? Waymo's in 2 cities. Who cares? People are counting on Uber to grow 13% per year, 15% per year. If the incremental trend is that Waymo is cutting into that incrementally over time, like that's really, really bad for the stock. And that's really, really bad for the future outlook, even if it's not immediate. It's just the trend. And then poof, obviously like with newspapers. Yeah. You could have said in 2005, but so many people love holding paper in their hand and reading the words, and it's a ritual, and they go to the park or they read it on the train. Sure. But over time, the trend is going in one direction and eventually it goes poof. I'm not saying all jobs go poof. I'm just saying like, I don't know, like that's how I think about it, as opposed to like, is everyone going to lose their job by 2027?
So I mean, you are modeling out the decay over 5 years of 50%.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't put numbers to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have.
It's hard to say. Like 50% is just a kind of a random number, right? Dario said
that feels way too strong for me. I mean, 50% is at that point, like at that point, they're guns in the streets.
Yeah. So I think that those are the next question is like, what happens when you mail out these scenarios, right? So like there's housing crashes, most likely. That there's a lot of other negative macro events that happen. So it is something we absolutely have to start thinking about. And I think it's hard to have confidence in our politicians that they're going to be able to do a soft landing.
I think we have confidence in our politicians as much as we have confidence in NFT founders right now. Not exactly my guess is I have confidence in politicians would pull it like 8% in America.
Real quick check-in. Veg has seen insane swings. He has a trade that was just up 80,000 P&L.
The Hungarian boomer, man.
He's realized negative 69, but he's about to flip green. 86K.
He's closing.
He had a 550 Bitcoin position on. He closed 16. He's back in the green, folks. That is
was that a short position? Did he just catch those 2 wicks there?
I think he did.
Wow.
But Roxo's still up on him. So Roxo's up 5% realized.
20%.
So even after that huge swing trade there from Veg, Roxo's got the lead. He's got his lines in the chart. Love some good lines. Our good friend Bernie, we call him Bernie Power Lines. He knows where to catch the take profit points in the local bottoms via these magic lines. So maybe he's been going to the Roxo school of line management here. So we've got a real battle. 10 minutes in. Let's check in on the leaderboard. Just make sure I've got it accurately. Oh, wow. Roxo, 50K realized. It's a big opening move. 10 minutes into the window. So Veg, you got your work cut out for you, my friend.
He does. And to be clear, the Shards competition has not started. That's coming
right. Good to know.
I was confirming or asking. Let's see. So Roxo's the guy who says, he said, I don't take things seriously. I make jokes. If I win this competition, I'm going 40x leverage for the full 1 million and praying for a bottom tick. Now, the thing he might not know is if once you get that fund, if you're down 6%, you lose it.
Yeah.
So
there's rules, right? You guys aren't just going to let someone come out and take the free million.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can't be in a position where we lose $1 million if they just tank it, right? So that 40x is a risky thing to be doing, but if they win, we'll take it because I think we're keeping 10% of the P&L of the profits. So that's the whole point. And I would love to see someone double. I would love to see someone make $1 million when they get that fund. How fun would that be, Tyler?
Yeah, that would be incredible. Are there going to be like any, like maybe mentoring is not the right word, but are there going to be any sessions with the winner to talk strategy, to talk kind of like rules of the road? Like how is the team?
I mean, we'll make a podcast for sure. We'll get a podcast. We'll try to dig into everything they know. I don't know if anyone on our team is a better trader than that person.
Yeah.
Maybe we get them a free session with Mando. Maybe we say Mando, like you said. It is funny how in this space, like Mando has kind of solidified his reputation as the best trader in the space. Like when I did interviews and I said, who are you worried about? Every single person said Mando. It's kind of wild, just the consensus that's built around that.
You know, like what I've noticed about it, and I think I said this on Friday, I think he's the best public trader in crypto. Because there aren't many left, right? Like especially like some of the better ones who survived from the prior cycles. Just via surviving, you pretty much had to have been good, right?
Yeah. Is there a separate world of people who just do this that we don't know about? I feel like our world is just like full of former NFT folks, right? Like that's Farouk, Mando, a lot of these guys. Like I don't know about KBN, but like a lot of these guys like built their names in the NFT space.
Sure. I think a lot of the public traders, they've kind of come to the realization over time that it's just not worth the grief to post your trades in public. Because when you win, people will applaud you, right? But the second you lose, it's the pitchforks. So it's just
if you win 60% of the time, you're a hero, but 90% of the chatter about you will be the 40% that you got wrong.
But I have to give Mando credit. I mean, he continues to do it. He gives his plays on our show. He even gives price targets. Like he literally called the Solana move. Like, Solana was at 105. He's like, this could go to 70. I remember him saying it. I was like, oh no. And then it did. And of course I was caught sidelined from that move, just watching the car crash play out. And Ovi used to be kind of like the Ovi's now focused on the rec business, and understandably so. But he was one who also traded in public a decent amount. So those two, they're quite good at it.
I mean, to be fair, Mando's also got he's got just as big of a business in heat.
Yeah.
You got one guy running the MGM, and you got one guy running the Coca-Cola. Like this, it's not like either of them is it doesn't have a full-time job. I
mean, shout out to Yi, record volume day again yesterday. So they've been hitting new records every single week.
How profitable is that business? Are they just like? I mean, it's got to be pretty crazy.
I think you have to ask Mando that question. I don't have the direct insight.
I know he's not going to give it to me though, man. I go through my outside sources thinking maybe they'll slip up. Maybe they got some alpha that's they're willing to take a stab on.
I'm curious about like different sectors of the business. So they just launched the sports book. I am curious. The sports book opened with some soft lines, or I guess the opposite. So the lines were perhaps not quite as competitive as you'd see like on the DraftKings or other sites, but they've gotten much better over time. And I think they did that on purpose, right? I think KBM said as much.
Is it a prediction market?
No, it's a sports book.
Okay.
With like your traditional lines. And
I wonder why they're doing that. That just feels risky.
I think most casinos have a sports book.
Yeah.
Right.
Just the other business just feels like such a better business.
It's a lower risk. It does feel like, right? So I mean, here's your RTP. In general that if you play X amount of volume with these odds, this is what your rake's going to be. Yeah. Although the KBM tweeted someone won $1.7 million. They got them paid out.
What's KBM's role on EAT?
I don't know their exact titles. I mean, he seems like he's kind of, and they're all co-founders. Him, Mando, and Ben Lamb.
Okay.
So he's co-founder, and then it seems like he's kind of like running operations. He's in the chat a lot. I know that. Kind of like the Kobe customer support guy too. Like he'll actually roll his sleeves up, which that's kind of this new trend to have like the founder level person responsible for customer support, and it does seem like it's people respond well to it.
Yeah.
Which actually is counter to the AI agents running your customer service, right? Because that's going to be a messy transition. And I think customer service in general is a pretty rough industry just with respect to the user experience.
One thing I was just thinking about this like Kobe acquisition, you pay like 9 figures for something like that because you think and that personality takes that role seriously for like a month. And then it stops being relevant and you're stuck with someone who has built their career by being a content creator, not a customer support guy, and has built their career by being an independent guy, not working for a company. And it's just like, this is a weird analogy, but I think of like after Iraq, you see the Iraq invasion, you see the statue tumble, you get like the big victory lap, everyone celebrates for a month, and then you're stuck with a mess on your hands. Yeah, not that this is a mess on their hands, but it seems like a lot of money to spend on something that might not be the best fit.
I mean, they acquired it, and there's only been one ICO. They promised monthly.
Yeah,
there's only been one, and a lot of folks.
You're hiring people who are content guys, who are brand guys, who are independent guys, and expecting an operational output, which isn't their bread and butter. Like getting an ICO done every month, that's hard.
I think Kobe leaned into the customer support because he saw the problem.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to help. And he thought that, in his words, they paid him a lot of money. and it was his ethical duty to try to help. So I respect that. I will say, Kobe, my problem, we're rugged on up only. We did not know that was a joke. I thought up only was coming back. I think a lot of people did. I think we were excited about it. Just to find out a few months later that no, that was just a joke, that no one would pay $20 million. I don't know.
Yeah.
Netflix has just brought on a bunch of podcasts live stream. I think they probably paid more than $20 million. So I actually don't think that Kobe fetching 20 million is actually out of the realm.
Oh, it was only 20 million that he made? I thought he made a lot more.
Sonar acquisition was much more, but
Yeah.
they threw in the NFT. So he listed that NFT that if anyone buys this for 20 million, we'll do a season of up only.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, that part I can do. It was more just the company acquisition that felt like an acqui-hire.
Yeah. Indeed.
All right, so let's see here.
Roxo's up 31K. Veg. It looks like Veg had a swing up to 19, but is kind of just basically back to flat. Let's see if we can get into some.
I mean, Bitcoin's kind of been in this 67 to 68 range this whole time. Like,
Well, here's the problem. Yeah.
There's not been a lot of action.
The first hour US market open is typically the big volatility. And then once you get to 11 a.m. Eastern, it kind of starts to smooth out a little bit till you get to the afternoon hours. At least that's what I've seen. Of course, that's also barring any kind of headline.
Yeah.
Which I don't really know that we're expecting, but of course, these days, can't rule anything out. Did you see the El Paso? Did you wake up to El Paso airport space being closed for 10 days?
Oh, it's 10 days because they're testing drones.
And then they reopened it 2 hours later. So it ended up being like a 3-hour closure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did not. Yeah, I think 10 days might not be great for the economy. Not great for the reliability of a city. I think I flew into El Paso when I went to Marfa. Interesting part of the country.
So it's fairly near the border. Like how south?
Yeah, it's south and east, I believe. Yeah, I'm sorry, southwest. Yeah, Southwest Texas.
Will you be making the Marfa trek this year?
I think Marfa is going to be the first event I take my wife to, the first crypto event, which I'm pumped about. It's such a fun event. I think you haven't been, right, Tyler?
I haven't.
You got to. It's just like a cultural pilgrimage for NFTs, and it's the type of thing that I think you want to have in your experience bank.
Good to know. That's
as someone who knows this space well, I think you got to experience Marfa. It's just fun, It's a small town. Mm-hmm. Like everyone's invited to every event. Like maybe there's some side dinners you don't know about, but pretty much everything is like all are welcome because it's just the barrier to entry of getting there prevents people overload. And you just, you walk down the street with Beeple and Jack Butcher and just chat with people, and it's fun. And then you see all these collectors, and I think, yeah, it's one of those things where the travel to get there makes it gives everyone who does make it a camaraderie. That's
cool. I like the idea that everyone's kind of invited to everything, which is probably one of the downsides to the larger events, right? Or just the fact that there's just so many. There's no way to have everyone and everything, right? For some of the
you can't. Yeah, there's just something about being there. It's like, okay, once you get there, you never like, what should I do? There's always like one or two events. They're within a block of each other. It's fun to see the Art Blocks headquarters. Yeah, it's just a cool town. Like as far as Americana goes,
yeah,
it's a good place to check out.
I am curious what's going on in Art Blocks HQ these days. Like what Smoke Bros got going on.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's what it used to be. I went one year with Kevin Rose and he flew private, so I got a seat on the Kevin Rose NetJets. And I would recommend driving instead of flying with Kevin Rose. It's just like the drive is actually part of the cool part of it's kind of like these long, endless roads, It's at a few thousand feet above sea level too, though.
Do you keep in touch with Kevin Rose?
No, I haven't talked to him in like 3 years. Good riddance.
His house was involved in the LA fires?
I forgot about that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Things you don't like to see.
Of course, yeah. And I think you mentioned Bordelon. I think that's part of his frustrations is he's been very deep. His house burned down. He's been trying to go through that recovery process, and I guess it's just been
That does not, given how hard it is for me to get any insurance on a trip to the ER for my 5-year-old son, I can't imagine how hard it is to get any insurance on a house that burned down. Wow. So the announcers just
so the announcers are going crazy. So
yeah,
I do like the split screen though. Like if there was a way to get the resolution perhaps just a little bit better. So it looks like these guys just took a negative tumble, a huge one.
Oh my God. So they both were in the same trade.
So they're both they bust. I'm trying to figure out if they're long or short.
I mean, they're probably, my guess is they were, let's see here. Because it's not like there's been like a noticeable move here. I mean, you just had like an up candle and a down candle.
Yeah, so what do we have? So, all right. Oh God, Roxo's down 75K. That's not great, Rox.
I'm glad he's not getting the million.
How do you how do you lose 75K in these candles? This is the power of leverage, folks. When you're 40x long with $1 million bag, it doesn't take much. But seriously, in the last 10 minutes, the whole range is 67.5 to 67.3. Like we're talking about a $200 range. And this thing lost 75K in that window. Not great. Not great at all. We got 5 minutes left, but so anything can happen
back here. It does feel like we have a little copy trading going on here. Like they're moving very much in sync.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot on the line here. So you're in the semis. So I think it does. We really have to sit down and see more of these play out. Like there's the whole, like, do you play the board or do you play your opponent? And I'm not really sure there's necessarily a right answer. It probably depends on the strength of your
Rox
opponent.
was up now.
Well, that can't be.
Yeah, I mean, seems like it.
He must have a huge
putting the same trade on.
Oh, yeah, they're both neck and neck. So they're within 1.3%. Oh, it just flipped. These guys must have a lot on. They both must be pretty max. I guess they have to be with 4 minutes to go.
Or I mean, the calculus is like, and I think it is.
Veg takes the lead.
Do I think my opponent's gonna? No.
Roxa.
Do I think my opponent's gonna make a mistake or not? Or it's not even make a mistake. Do I think my opponent's gonna be on the right or the wrong side of the trade?
Now you do.
Dumping snow here.
If you're in the same trade, you also you came in like risk closing before them. So like, do you just ride it out and just do the auto close at the end of the time window? There's a lot of things to consider. So it looks like Roxo is basically flat now, and Veg is minus 1.2%. So they're within 10K of each other.
Yep.
Anything can happen. We've seen it.
And this is a very, very horizontal chart. There's not a whole lot of action going on right now.
Oh, those numbers don't match.
It feels like we got some bugs here on this leaderboard situation.
Interesting. We'll watch it live here from the stream.
What are we looking at? Our 3.5 minutes.
A little less, 3:19.
It is harder when the names are people you're not that familiar with.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these guys, that's the purpose, right? These guys are, you don't make your handle 29105 if you want people to know who you are. But you do get yourself a seat in the finals, which I think might be happening here.
Veg up 4%. Wow.
He's closing that position.
Got to. Oh, he's slow. Click.
He's like wanting every little piece of juice he can get here.
Wow.
It might be a thing where the answer is just put on one. You know, I guess you can't put on one trade because of the fees, but like.
All right, Roxo, you got to make your move. 2 minutes. This is for your shot at $1 million, my friend. You got to take the huge swing.
Let's see what he does.
In some ways, I kind of like his. It's like Veg, playing from ahead. Of course, you want to be ahead, but now, like, how hard are you sweating these final 2 minutes, right? Because your opponent can just go full risk on, right? And if they hit the move,
yep.
So you got to be watching it. And I guess if their move starts to go well, I think you have to perhaps tail it. Like there's a way probably mathematically that you can.
Veg is probably copy trading at this point.
Yeah.
At this point,
trade the person behind you. Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, like maybe that is like a downside to the system, and perhaps you want to build in restrictions around that, because at this point he should literally just copy trade tick for tick. Oh, that's not good.
It's over. All right.
Yeah, this timer is just not.
One.
The timer is a problem, folks. The timer is a problem. But now we get the last one. Let's see what happens.
The one everyone's been waiting for. 2 shards. The king.
Exactly.
Steamrolling the competition.
Absolute steamrolling. Absolute steamrolling.
But quickly, man, shout out to Veg. I mean, he was down 50K or 75. I mean, he had a hole.
He was not in a good spot.
And to pull that out, like that is a tremendous comeback. So we've got the next round in 1 minute. So folks, don't step away here. We're about to see 2 shards live. Hopefully no connection issues this time, 2 shards. We know the game you're trying to play. You don't want the copy trading, but the folks, we want the 2 shards action and alpha. So we want to see what you're swinging. Checking in on prices here. So the last hour, it pretty much has been down move, not tremendous, 0.5%, 0.6%. At least on Bitcoin, he's hanging out 1940. Is ETH ever going to get to 2K again? We pray. Solana at 80. Hype's at 30.97. Zeke, is Zeke making any moves? Zeke's at 236. It's kind of flat. So it hasn't been a hyper volatile market, to say the least. So
what's your take on pump? You had Mike Dudas yesterday out there saying that fundamentally on like a dividend paying basis, this is like a must buy. And then everyone kind of pointed out he's long and has his own vesting coming up, but he refuted that, and said that this is the play. I'm not a pump trader, so I don't trade the coin and I don't use the platform anymore. But what do you think? I think you've probably been involved in both at some point.
I've lost a lot of money trading pump, long and pump, to be clear. On purpose.
What thesis did not play out?
My core thesis has always been that they are one of the strongest revenue generating crypto apps we've ever seen. Yep. And they still are.
Even though they're not as much on my feed, people are still trading this shit. This gloriousness.
They made 875K yesterday. They made 943 the day before that. They just posted 1.5 million for a full week at the end of January. They're making $1 million a day.
Damn. And have they like made any commitment as far as how this is gonna? Yeah, have they made any commitments as far as how this is going to impact token holders?
So they've done buybacks, right? And I don't know that they've ever I think part of the problem is they've never really came out and said exactly what the buyback protocol is. Like it's always going to be X% and it's going to be like this for perpetuity. So I think they can, in theory, stop them. The chart has very much traded like an Alon attention meter. So when he's on the timeline and active and talking about new features, it pumps. When he goes silent for 3 weeks, it dumps.
Yeah.
But something here like this does not pass the smell test.
Well, I think one of the things is that you're counting on these guys who could literally, if they're making $1 million a day, they could literally just put it in their pockets. And you're counting on a crypto founder's commitment to always use that to buy back token. And that just feels very flimsy to me, because there could just be a day where he's like, I'm not regulated. I haven't made any legal commitments. And I'm going to use this money to invest in the business. I'm going to use this money to invest in my own personal house. And I think we see that so much where 2 years down the road, things aren't as good. And the founder's like, fuck this. I'm just keeping the money. What's the safeguard against that?
Well, I think that's a real concern. And now, without the buybacks, your token's just a meme coin, right? So there's a total first order question. Why is the token worth anything? I think every protocol has to figure out the answer to that question. So I think what we found this past year is buybacks effectively makes it a security, so you can value it based on revenue.
Yeah.
But now that you're looking at this, like, why should they continue doing buybacks?
Yeah.
What's the point? It's selling off anyways. So just stop.
I mean, I think over time, you have to think that if you fundamentally do the thing you're supposed to do over time, if you're buying back what ends up being 15 to 20% of the coin per year,
yeah,
token holders will be rewarded. And that's where you look at incentive alignment between token holders and management. But it's just, we just don't get the visibility into stuff like that. And I've worked at projects, I just see how commitments to kind of token holders can go up and down.
For sure. I mean, it's coming to a head. I think you mentioned the acquihire of Kobe, but some of the acquihires we've seen have been disastrous for those teams' tokens. So we've seen like 3 examples where a team with the token, the founders, the engineers get hired by another company, and they basically give the token to the community. The token goes straight to zero.
Yeah, here in the comments we got Gore saying rumors of people of faking volume on Pump. How does that sit with you?
I mean, if the fees are generated on fake volume the same as real volume, like I don't see how it matters.
Just less sustainable, presumably.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit to unpack, and sure. I don't know how real volume is or not.
You're right. I mean, fees are fees. When it's wash trading volume and you're not paying any fees, like on CryptoPunk's platform or something like that, then yeah, that's not good. Or I would say it's not good. It's just there's no information value there. But if people are still paying fees, then you have to at least factor that in.
Well, I mean, scrolling through this, like there's a Pump coin that did 17 million yesterday. There's the next one's up, 5th at 3.6, 3.6, 3.6, 30. I mean, there's still, trenches are not dead. Like they're much, there's much less opportunities than there were like in the peak bubble 2024, of course.
Yeah.
But folks are still trading these things. There's still 5 to 10x runners. There's still coins going to 50 to 100 million. And I don't think that's going away. So like the logic that Pump is not as valuable because you're forecasting future revenues. Like, I'm not comfortable betting that their future revenues are going to be much lower than this. Like, I don't think I would take that bet.
Yeah.
6 to 12 months out.
They're still there now. They're still there now. And we all thought it was dead. And somewhere in some basement, people are trading this stuff. What do we got? How's Sharts doing?
I don't think it's live yet.
Oh, it's not live yet.
I think that they kicked it back. So we have another 6 minutes. I mean, shout out to our listeners. A, thanks for tuning in. B, you've gotten a lot of dialogue.
You've got a lot of I might actually go get another liquid death energy drink just so I can like kind of keep the heat going for one more of these.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. We got another 40 minutes because we'll do the full 30 and then we'll probably recap the semis and then kind of talk about what's next.
Exactly. Let's go. Then I actually got to go to a Valentine's Day celebration at my kid's school. So
how about that?
That's but that's not for 2 hours. So we're good here. Diego, I see. I'm looking back at the comments from 2 hours ago. Diego's already asking for the dog, and we got the dog at the most exciting moment of the day, which was the Sharts comeback. So
she manifested it.
Right, guys, in the comments, tell us what you guys want commentary on. Why don't we do a little? Let's do a little AMA here. Let's do some AMA for Tyler or for me.
AMA, incredible. Why not?
Diego loves schnauzers. Yeah, I love my schnauzer. No shedding. She's cute, and we got one that doesn't bark. Yeah, very good comment by Racked. All right, Diego's always on. Is Diego in these comments when I'm not here, or does he just kind of comment?
Oh yeah, Diego's here every day.
All right.
Does Tyler have pets? Great question. No, I've been very adamant since having 2 children that I'm responsible for of no pets. Hands have been full, but now they're 5 and 6, and they can kind of start taking care of themselves much more. They would not take care of a pet. I'm acutely aware of that. I don't want a dog that's going to bark during my show every day. So that's the primary point. But I'm in this new neighborhood. Everyone's got a dog, and I know my daughter would love a dog. So I'm closer than ever to saying yes. I'm trying to figure out. I think I would go golden retriever is my number 1 right now. I know that's kind of Cliche, perhaps.
Old school cliche, but we love it.
Yeah.
Would you rather a third kid or a pet?
Third kid.
Oh, wow. What about your wife?
She's open to it, but getting older. It's like
Okay.
her age is like the only thing. You know, it's a little trickier for her. She's at 40.
Okay.
I would be
How old
happy
are
with
you?
more. So like we were downtown Chicago. Now we're in the suburbs. With 2 kids, we were slightly above average. And now where we live, we are well below average.
Oh,
Our next door neighbors have 4. I think the average family that we were friends with has 3.
and do you feel like you are underperforming, or are you just like, I love my life with just 2?
I love our life, but I love seeing the older parents who have 4 like 20-year-old kids.
Yeah, that's fun.
And like, we got pretty small families. So like I'm an only child. Like my wife has 1 brother. We've got 2 nieces. So like our kids don't really have any cousins. They've got like 3 cousins. So like we're far from like the family that has 20 cousins at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, but you're still blessed though. 2 kids is great. Do I have kids? Yeah, I got 3 boys, 5, 7, 8. Long
3
time
boys.
3 boys, man. Yeah, it's sometimes the good Lord has different plans than what you want. But we were hoping for the girl. We got the boy, and it's fun though. I mean, it is fun. I never had a brother, so it's kind of a dynamic I'm not that familiar with. But they're all 3 are super unique, and we like it.
Are they like wrestling and roughhousing?
You know, less than you'd think, because the middle kid is in art. He's just not as athletic. You know, the oldest and the youngest love sports. So like my oldest and my youngest play hockey. My middle won't go. He would rather go to art camp. He likes to weave. He's just got different hobbies. So, and he's not as violent. So it kind of breaks up the alpha energy, which I appreciate. I kind of like it like that.
Yeah.
But the oldest and the youngest are wrestlers for sure. Let's see here. What was the question? Oh, when will my specific tokens make me a billionaire? From Charlie. I'm going to go out on a limb here, not even know what your tokens are, and say never.
Yeah, Charlie, you pick bad tokens. So
Exactly. I'm going with a pretty hard never here. Yeah, Basil, you're right. And Basil, I know you were up there talking about your schnauzer. That's awesome. Yeah, dogs are fun, man. I'm trying to get my wife to like it. So my wife did not want a dog. So now, like in the morning when we take her out of her crate, she's just so full of energy. It's kind of, and she like sits on your lap and is so excited to see you. So I'm like, I'm having my dog take her out of the crate, or my dog. I'm having my wife take my dog out of the crate in the morning, and little things like that getting her to like it a little bit more. This is horrible news. Decrypt Media just got the horrible news that he's never going to become a billionaire on his tokens. I do not like to bear bad news, but sometimes you got to. Are we all in for crypto in our savings? Tyler, why don't you go first with that one?
I mean, I publicly moved my 401k over the summer from the S&P to Bitcoin, and that was a terrible, terrible trade.
Things you hate to see.
So I'll be writing that out, but no, like not all in. Have other savings, have other investments.
Yeah, I'm not at all. I've got more stocks than crypto. I worked at Goldman Sachs for my first 8 years out of college, and I think I just have and my dad's a stockbroker, so I've got stocks more in my DNA and crypto more as something. I have enough money in crypto that I hate to see it go down, but I naturally am not as deep in the crypto game as a lot of people here who are more native.
Toshi.
100%. I mean, when I do surveys of my followers that are you like 0 to 25% in crypto, 25 to 50%, 50 to 75%, I realize that the real question is, are you 0 to 70%, 70 to 85%, 85 to 100, or levered? Like, so it's something we often forget in this game, is that the follower base is deep in crypto.
Yeah.
Deep in crypto. So, but I think it also depends on how much money you have and where you are in your life. And if you're optimizing for 3 kids and maintaining wealth and not losing your house, you're going to trade very differently, right?
100%.
Somebody who's sitting on 20 grand from college.
Yeah, I mean, if you're 22 and you have a job for the first time and you're trying to clip away a couple $100 a month, you don't really have savings yet, and you're all in on crypto with that, like that's contribute to a 401k. That's a little bit different than, I mean, I would not recommend 100% crypto.
All right, who 15 that? How old are you? Old means something very different to every person, brother. Because who dat is 90-10 in traditional crypto. Okay, so and he's saying he's old.
It's a lot.
Late 40s. I mean, I'm 44. Yeah, respect. Late 40s that's old.
Man, I wish we were live chatting with Two Sharts. I want to know what's in his head. Chicken is not afraid. Chicken's gonna
probably could have got him on here too. Probably could have got him on here. I regret that.
Chicken's up 4K UPNL. Oh, they realize some gains, so they might be out to the quick lead, but Two Sharts not sweating it. He knows he can make his move.
Yeah, Two Sharts. Let's see.
I do like the split screen. You know, the only problem is it's harder to see the positions.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get my energy drink. All right, Tyler.
Go for it. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Oh, chicken, things turning south a little bit here. Oh no. Things turning south real fast here for our good friend, the chicken. Chicken NFTs, incredible handle. We don't see enough NFT handles these days. Most of them are soft retired at this point. Oh no, minus 8K now. Chicken. It's not going the way we want it, my friend. As soon as we have to make the decision, does he want to cut this? Let's take another swing. Live to see another day. Looks like he might have. Oh God. Oh, he's increasing his leverage. So he just went even more. Oh, folks, I missed this. So we've been selling off pretty hard here. So we're at 66.5. Sats and I were just talking about our families. Meanwhile, Bitcoin actively going back to lows, 66.5, about close to the lowest we saw yesterday. Short has been the trade here for the semis. Chicken on the wrong side of that. I wonder how. Oh, he keeps buying more long. Chicken. If we see the rebound, Chicken's in a great spot. Two Sharts is long hype. Interesting. He's got $1 million hype position. Ugh. So Bitcoin's selling off, and Two Sharts is long $1 million in hype. He's not sweating. He's stone cold. No emotions. An emotionless trader.
He is stone cold. Look at that guy. I mean, no one wants it more than Two Sharts. No one.
You can't tell his face, but no one wants it more than
that. Is the look of someone who wants this.
Yeah, very, very true.
Ice in his veins. That's true.
You missed Chicken making. I don't know Chicken. I don't know the backstory.
Chicken's down a lot.
He's making the mistake that I'll make. So like he has a Bitcoin long open. Bitcoin's going the wrong way on him, and he keeps doubling down and adding leverage. Hey, but it looks like it's working. Oh God, the Chicken 20K. Let's see what he gets out. Let's close it. You got to take that.
Wait, so he's doubling a short though?
No, he's been long. The position, like he was very red, and then he, instead of taking his loss, he doubled down on it. Oh, he's up 50K. Chicken, 33K realized. Two Sharts. The ball's in your court, my friend. The Chicken is coming out swinging. This shows 20K. I think it's more. Well, let's.
I think at some point, one thing I also want to add is I think we're at the place here where you got to assume the timer's wrong.
Yeah.
Like we've had two that ended at the wrong time. I think you just got to be winning at all times.
We know it's a 30-minute window, so you know roughly. I mean,
you know roughly, but we've had two rounds that ended at with 1:30 left on the clock.
Yeah. The competitor's got to be keeping track of it. Chicken's moving over to hype. So he's clearly seeing what Two Sharts is doing. So he's effectively copy trading Two Sharts here. Interesting. But bigger size. That's a $10 million long on hype. Wow.
Let's see. 10 million.
And it's working for him. Quick and it's volatile. He's in the green. It's bouncing around. It's bouncing. We didn't notice this while we were chatting, but Bitcoin sold off a bit. It's down to like 66.5. So market's going the wrong way here today. Oh, Chicken's giving some back here. Everything's selling off. He's in his longs.
This is a proper move here.
Yeah. This is, I mean, short was the side.
For a change. I mean, At the end of the day, right now, this is not a. There has been no real kind of candy for the Bulls for a long time.
No. Well, last Friday was a euphoric Bull day.
Yep.
We went.
So are we doing a raffle today, Tyler? Are we putting that off till tomorrow?
No raffle today. We'll do 2 tomorrow, folks.
2 tomorrow.
Got
a couple people asking in the comments. So are you happy with this move to the Burbs, Tyler? What do you think?
Love it. Yep.
Really? No regrets whatsoever.
0 regrets. Haven't looked back, and we're still we're drivable to the city, so we can get down there when we want. Just much more space. Our kids have much more friends, much more play dates. So everything's been positive.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, the Burbs. There's a time and a place, right?
Yeah, and we did it. So my wife and I were downtown there for 17, 19 years.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
We lived it.
And the schools you're happy with?
Schools are good here, to the point where we're public, and I went to private school, Catholic school, and that was my bias.
Yeah.
But the public schools are better than the Catholic schools here. There are some private schools,
and you save a Bitcoin.
There's so much. So my son went to a private kindergarten. I mean, the first grade tuition, and he doesn't go there. I think I can disclose it was $23,000 to send a kid to first grade.
Ridiculous.
What are we doing? And then we're going to have 2. It's hard. It's getting hard to justify.
Well, especially when the public schools are good.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I went to public school growing up, and went to public school in Wisconsin. Now we got the kids in private school, and it is a waste of money. It is a waste of money. Might have to make that change.
And there's situations. I mean, a lot depends on the caliber of the public schools.
Yeah.
Where you're at, it's tricky.
I have a friend in New York who's very, very rich friend. He's a very senior guy at one of the biggest hedge funds in the world. And he sends his kid to a private school. He says with the expected donation, he's looking at $80K a year for first grade.
That's the numbers I've been seeing. I've been seeing 70 to 80 for Manhattan. That's Harvard. Right?
Yeah. No, I mean, literally for first grade, you get nothing but a pat on the back, and you feel,
so you went to Stanford. I went to Purdue. Purdue was $7K.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And they froze tuition for a long time. I mean, I'm sure it's more than that now, but I'd be surprised if it's more than 2x that.
Is it public? Is Purdue for Indiana people?
Yep. Purdue's public.
You didn't grow up in Indiana, did you?
I did. I grew up in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. So are you a Colts fan? Are you by heart a Pacers Colts guy?
Grew up Colts for sure. Pacers loosely. I wasn't for whatever reason, my dad didn't really care about the Pacers, and that was the Michael Jordan era. So kind of everyone loved the Bulls. Then have adopted the Bears and the Chicago sports team just after being 20 years.
You got to, especially for your kids.
Yeah.
I'm trying to become a Denver fan. But
they have incredible NBA. The Nuggets are awesome. I mean, the Broncos had a hell of a run. I mean, the quarterback doesn't get hurt.
Bro, the only team that I've with sports, you just feel in your body who you're rooting for. And sometimes I don't even know who I'm going to root for until I watch a game, and then I know. But the only one that I've viscerally kind of become a fan of is the Avalanche. I do like the Broncos, but if they're playing the Packers, I just root for the Packers.
Well, your boys
Nuggets.
What? Your boys are in hockey, so
yeah, my boys play hockey, and then so I do like the Avs. They're kind of and hockey is my favorite live sport to watch a regular season game for. It's good action. Everyone sprints every shift. It's a fun sport to watch.
It's big where the new suburb we're at is big hockey, and I've got my son's not in it. Some of his buddies are. Some of our family friends have their kids in it. It's a real cult might be strong, but it's a very tight group.
It is. My kids aren't that into it. They'll go to practice once or twice a week and whatever. The problem with hockey is it's a parent activity because you got to get the gear on the kids. It takes 15 minutes, and then you got to tie their shoes. You got to do so much. Even lacrosse, which is what my kids also play, they wear helmets and pads and stuff. But after hockey, I'm just like, this is child's play. All right, Holly, we got a question. What does our spouses think of crypto Web3 finances? Is it a shared interest? I kind of do the finances in the family. I'd say my wife's interested, but she's not like a crypto believer. She's not a big NFT believer. I think she is not a non-believer, but I kind of run the finances on all fronts. She'll check in, but we share finances, so it's not like she's got her own bank accounts and stuff, and I got my own. One team, one dream.
2022, 2023 were very tough for me. My wife would remind me the price of Bitcoin and ETH like every single day. She's like, "Oh, it's down another 5% today."
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
like we just gotta survive.
Yeah. How stressed do you get, Tyler, about price action, and how correlated is crypto price movement with the lifestyle you allow yourself to live?
I only get stressed when I have perps positions on, and unfortunately, like I did have some bigger ones on. Like I got liquidated, not like insane, but a fairly big liquidation, like on 1010.
Okay,
so that was a stressful day.
That sucks.
And then I kind of just said, okay, I just can't do this stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And when I'm not trading perps and I'm just holding my longer term bags, I'm fine. So like I'm like immune, apathetic to the price action right now. I've already made a decision like that. I've got my core Bitcoin bag. I'm not going to try to swing trade it. Like I think some people are in the school where they want to sell the highs, rebuy the lows. I'm just going to ride the wave. And
were you able to keep the family from knowing about 1010, or did the wife figure it out?
No, she's not. It didn't need to concern her with such things.
That's good.
To say the least.
It was interesting interviewing Min. He says that, he has become someone who makes money in crypto because when he makes profits, he imagines his wife getting pissed at him for losing them, and he unwinds the trade. He's like, he phrases it more, I want to make my wife proud, but it's actually like it has kind of calmed his degen spirits, like knowing that there's like a bit more that they're playing for here.
Meanwhile, Chicken's losing it all, folks. He's minus 100K. I think this is the worst trade. He's minus 116K live.
He must have just been long going into this.
He kept the long. He keeps going long into he's catching the knives. Now, if Bitcoin does rebound, he could very well make a lot of it back. But
yeah, that is a double black diamond slope right there that you just probably don't want to be on.
Yeah, we're just tumbling here. I'm not sure if any macro news has come out. Let's see our stocks. Stocks are very red. Stocks 1.5%. What's going on?
Damn, things you hate to see. VIX up 10%. Gold down 1.4%. Let's check my IBIT. I mean, IBIT is the curse that keeps on cursing.
Everything's down. Stock's down, gold's down, crypto's down. Wow. Doge is green.
Dogecoin?
Yeah, Dogecoin.
Republicans deliver. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting that the Republicans sided with 7 Republicans sided with the Democrats to not allow for Canada tariffs.
I don't know the details on that. So I don't know what was wrong about the Canada tariffs versus the other tariffs we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't follow politics very closely. I went a good 6 months. I didn't even know who Mondami was. That was like in my 6 months period of politics blackout. Like that whole New York thing.
I think that's the way to be. I think politics is just like spending the mental energy on it. It's such a drain. It's just there's no.
Spoiler alert. I don't feel like I missed anything. So.
Chicken's like looking at patterns live. Like what Chicken?
That is hilarious. Let's screenshot it.
Oh, Chicken is looking at trading patterns live, folks. He's learning TA. Good crypto.
I love it. I'm definitely tweeting that.
This is A+ content from the Chicken, who is down about 150,000 of meme land's, thank God, paper money.
Yeah. Mamdami, isn't that a sandwich? It might be. Rex Satoshi Chima Moko, yeah, might be as well. Stats. Since you are into stocks, what do I think of PayPal? PayPal's a piece of shit. Like, I mean, it is just, I mean, I like the product. They give me a credit card that gives me 3% off everything I buy. Like, I mean, I like the thing, but they're just in this category of stocks like PayPal and Square and DocuSign. I mean, these things are just getting crushed from all-time highs. And I think that, like, one is we got too excited about them 3-4 years ago, but then two, there's just this sense that a lot of these really specialized services, I think, are going to get eaten by AI. I don't know. But yeah, PayPal is a piece of shit as far as performance goes. I haven't done enough work though. Lijm 13, I haven't done enough work to say, is this like a huge buying opportunity or not? But as I said, I'm my father's son. He's a buy high, buy more, higher guy. So I'm not really in the buy something that's down 90% game.
What about this thought from Mando? So Mando retweeted Trader Main a couple days back. They're talking about a fairly large leg down in equities. Do you have a view on that?
A fairly large leg down in the market?
Stock market, yeah.
I mean, I think that we've been on this easy money run. Like, there's going to be a new Fed chair. Trump, if nothing else, just wants asset prices to go higher. And if you have money in cash and not in gold, stocks, whatever, you're just going to lose money to the printer over time, because that's what this administration wants. I feel like that's been and also, like, AI is eating your jobs and asset owners are winning. I feel like that's just been the mentality. Are we at a valuation now where that reverses? Is there anything about that narrative where there's just kind of like a chink in the armor? I think ever since Warsh was picked, I think there's maybe a sentiment that we're not quite as we're not entering this free money era that people thought. I think the other thing that I've learned a lot more about recently is that Warsh is only one vote, even if he is a total bootlicker, which I think he will be. He's only one vote. But hearing Trump say he regretted the pick already, I think he said something like that. It's like, maybe this kind of like free money post-Powell era that we expected isn't playing out. Maybe the market's just starting to say that a little bit. The thing that's been hard is, even as the market's been rallying, crypto's been tanking. So I don't know. What do you think, Tyler?
I just think in general, like, this is the chart, we've been grinding up since last April. 8 months of up on, or 9-10 months of up only. Like, everything's priced at new all-time highs. Things are priced to perfection.
Yeah,
pullback. It's like due for a pullback, right? Like, it's nothing that I'm going to sweat.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Trump fan, right? So my feed knows that I'm not. Then it feeds me a lot of stuff that suggests that he's like losing popularity and losing power. I don't know if that's real or not, though, Tyler. What do you think? Do you think America's sway in the world is kind of starting to go down a bit in a way that, like, actually might not be great for our economy? Like, there's just kind of like people are starting to say, well, these are not serious people. And over time, that starts to reflect your overall economy, I would think.
I don't know. I think we have the most serious companies. Like, we still have all the best products.
That's true. The stock market actually is not, the U.S. stock market is actually not really a U.S. business. I mean, Apple, NVIDIA, Google, like, these are global businesses. But still.
I was surprised. I looked at the 2028 election odds for the first time in a while. I thought Vance had a much larger lead. So it's only 25-19.
I don't think Vance. I mean, I don't like Vance, but I think
the problem with this market is, like, we don't even know if these guys are going to be the candidates too. So, like, that, you have to factor that in.
Yeah, I'd probably go on the under for both those guys.
But Trump approval rating is clearly at its lowest. I do think the ICE issue is going to be a single issue vote for a lot. I think it's going to replace abortion. Epstein,
though, too.
Yeah, I guess the Epstein stuff is like, it's just never been like a top priority for me. Like, I don't.
It's not for you, but it is for a lot of people. Yeah. I'm not. And
why? How does it impact their lives? Like, that's the piece that I don't understand. Like,
how does transgender athletics impact people's lives? People just care about shit that doesn't impact their lives all the time. But Epstein has been such a huge. The place I've seen it is a lot of the people in my comments who are huge Trump supporters are now liking posts about Epstein, saying this guy's not serious. I've seen it decay a lot of, like, the real kind of more very aggressive right wingers who saw this as like the global elite ring was finally going to come down, and now they are giving it a big WTF.
Real quick, I'll come back to that. Chicken is live is one of the worst trades we've ever seen in the history of AceTrader. He's down 250,000 on this trade.
What I mean, it's pretty hard to lose 27% in 20 minutes. I'm not, even with leverage. I got to give him credit for that.
He might lose the whole million, folks, live.
Yeah.
The good crypto patterns was a bit and a troll. Maybe he'll find some in the chart, but he's long 590 Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's actively selling off. It's at 66,000 flat right now. So I mean, we didn't have much volatility throughout the quarters and semis, and here's your volatility. You had to be able to catch.
If you're long 590 Bitcoin, though, you can erase 25% downside pretty damn quick.
You can.
I'm not calling it over yet. I'm not calling it over yet.
I mean, Two Sharks is just going to walk to the finals, and I mean, granted, he put himself in that position. I mean, he should just be flat and just not make a trade at this point. And this is probably what he's doing.
My guess is that's what he's doing. My guess is that he's doing. All right, Pengzo is giving me a correction here. Trump said that he regretted not picking Powell or not picking Warsh previously instead of Powell, as opposed to showing regret about his recent decision. Could be. Yeah, that could be. I don't know. I will dig in, try to see if what I said earlier about how he was like already frustrated with Warsh, if that makes sense. Spacebar, what do we think of marijuana stocks? Will these things ever go up? Marijuana stocks are absolute garbage as well. I mean, that was like one of the biggest hype cycles of 2021, and it has completely collapsed. And what's weird to me is I'm seeing all these tweets right now about how everyone in America is smoking weed, how we have a weed problem. I'm like, why aren't marijuana stocks going up then? And I do not know the answer to that. I do not know. Let's see.
I do think
Spacebar, tell us your thoughts. You probably know more about this than we do.
Funny enough, that was on I had some discussion topics for us, stats. I thought we might need some. And weed was on my discussion topics.
I like to talk about, drugs. So we go back and forth.
Pendulum's clearly swinging back. I think there was a point where weed was seen as like the positive alternative, less negative health effects, and now it's more studies are starting to come out that maybe that's not the case. Curious if you ever read.
Wait, sorry, say that one more time. That was not the case. I got too much stimulus here.
That there aren't as many negative health effects, side effects. So now there's more coming out that effectively it can lower your IQ, can lead to psychosis.
I honestly, the worst. I've had a rough year. I've had some ups and downs this year. The worst day was the day I took a weed gummy that had a lot more than I anticipated, and I literally was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it through these 6 months. Or these 6 hours. Like, it was so aggressive. I could hardly formulate sentences. I had the worst trip, and I don't know, man. I'm just like, what is good about this thing? This is not only, and the thing was the gummy tasted like naked juice. Like, it was like a green naked juice. I was like, it actually tastes really good. I could have taken another one.
Yeah.
So for me, I've never been a big smoker. I've never liked weed that much. I'll do the occasional like small gummy. And so at a dinner I was at, people, and then it turned out the guy who was passing them around was a massive stoner, and these things were like cooked to the ages. And 3 of us went to a very bad place. So I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Exactly. Spacebar. I took a weed gummy called 911. I was in Mexico, so I was very lucky. But have you had a bad trip before, Tyler?
I've had I've taken like a hit off a friend's pen at like the beginning of a party, and I had to send myself home.
Yeah,
it was so strong, and just I've done the thing like I'll take breaks from alcohol just for like dietary reasons, because I know it's a lot of calories. Like I've done like the weed drinks, and basically I don't really love the experience. Like I sit there, like I'm a little mellow, but like I don't really have any motivation to do anything. I feel like I just feel slower.
Yeah,
and I just don't really like the feeling, so I'm just kind of out on it.
I'm with you.
And honestly, I think a lot about how I want to like introduce drugs and alcohol to my kids, because my parents were like uber conservative, like no drinking at all, and then like I went off the deep end and binged a lot. in college.
Mm.
And so like I'm thinking about like how do I do the opposite of that? Like, okay, have a glass of wine. Like, let's talk about how to do this. Have a few drinks without being a total asshole. As for weed, like I don't know. Like I don't really want to start.
The one I've never smoked a cigarette. Like to me, cigarettes are just like the dumbest waste of energy. But I was a foreign exchange student when I was 16. I went to the Netherlands as a foreign exchange student, and that's the place where everyone drinks beer. So that was kind of my on ramp. And it was
but they're like, right? Like they don't like Ben. They won't have like 20.
They like Dutch guys like to drink their beer, man. I think there's this perception. Europeans love the story that they're different from America. They have everything under control, and we just don't get how to do it reasonably. Those motherfuckers. There would always be someone puking in the street over in Eindhoven, the city I lived in. But
real quick, Chicken NFT, Bitcoin's fiercely rebounding back. He might be up. I mean, he's down 100K now, but at least he's not down 200K. But
that just shows the power of leverage and how Sharts. I mean, Sharts has literally done nothing.
I mean, if Bitcoin goes to 66,
number 13.
If Bitcoin goes to 66, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, let's talk about the trade. Then I'll go back to Legend.
There's only like 2 minutes left. So if somehow Bitcoin rips back to like 66.8. Chicken might be able to pull this off. I mean, of course, that's a stretch.
I don't think it's a stretch at all. You do not need it. I mean, it's still at 66.14 in his long 40x leverage is no joke. And Sharts is if Sharts stays no position on, I think this could reverse against him very quick. If I were Sharts, I would try. This is where he's got to put at least some risk on with a copy trade.
He did.
Okay.
He just put it on. So Sharts is drawn, or Chicken's drawn dead, basically.
Okay. Well, I mean, but this is where he's got to start doing some tricky stuff, right?
Oh, he closed it. All right. So now, so 2 Sharts is
okay, but Sharts is long now into a little bit of a bull move.
Wait, did Sharts? Wait, Sharts caught the long. What a guy!
We love this guy. We love Sharts.
And this dude is a powerhouse. 64K realized P&L in a 30-minute train contest. He did.
The hype is real. The hype is real. But look at Chicken. He's back to -2. He went from down 27 to down 2. This is what 40x leverage does, Tyler.
So we've got a minute left. This is going to be. I mean, Chicken's in it. He just made back $230,000. When we gotta watch live for the final minute.
Yeah, we do. This is kind of what live trading competitions are basically made for. This is kind of what you dream of as a live trading commentator.
Oh, we finally got the. So Sharts opened with Bitcoin long.
Wow, the commentators are going crazy.
Oh God, Chicken's short. So are they against each other?
Chicken is like, I need to put risk on here. I just got to do the counter consensus trade. I got to fight because he knows that Sharts is long.
He put the TP in.
And then there's also the wild card of when will the
clock end?
When will the clock end? I'm actually excited right now. I feel like I'm watching something that's very exciting. I have a horse in the race. I like Sharts here.
Wait, Chicken's up 90K. Chicken's up 100K.
No.
Did he get the close? Oh, he's only got 5% realized. Oh my God.
Oh
Sharts.
wait.
Sharts. Don't lose it. You got, I think we got
Sharts is at heart rate 150. We need a heart rate monitor on Sharts.
Oh, Chicken can't close. He's trying to close.
And the question is, what are the fees going to do? What are the fees going to do?
I think
this is one tick. I mean, wait.
Wow.
That was insane. That was insane.
Wild final.
That was insane. That was a great competition.
Oh my God. Chicken came all the way back. He got 51. After having his calls in Google trading setups mid trading tournament.
Dude, this is as much as we could have asked for, Tyler. That was insane. He went from down 27 to up 5. And Sharts was sitting there with no trade on, and he realized I need to put risk on or I can lose this. And he did. And because of that, he won.
I want to see. We need the play-by, like we need the slow-mo replay because Chicken's P&L was briefly like 110. We didn't get a chance to see how much the fees took out of that, and also like Bitcoin may have dropped by the time he actually closed it. I thought he might have taken the lead there for a second. I didn't have all the numbers in front of me, but man, 2 sharks. It was squeaky bum time. He held his composure. He's going to the finals versus Veg. 2 sharks got to be the favorite, right? Who are you backing? You're on mute. Stats, you're muted. Hey, you're still muted. I don't know how we lost you. Still muted.
Oh, I was on mute, but
there you are.
That was insane. I mean, I'm very impressed with the way Sharks put risk on, despite being, because he knew that with that 40x leverage, even though he was up 8 percentage points, he had to get something on, and he did what he had to do to win that competition. And that I was impressed there. Man, that's as good of I think that was as good of a semifinal as you could ever get, as you could ask for. Down 27%. 2 sharks is flat sitting. His trade's working at 40x. 2 sharks puts on just enough risk to offset it, and then that was good.
He did $250 million in volume in 30 minutes. He's lucky. Like in the actual paper trading competition, he would have been shut down for losing too much. Yeah. But we didn't have the loss limits in place for the semis. So what should we expect for the finals? Do we know? Tomorrow it's 21 hours away. So it's going to be at 9 a.m. Eastern, it looks like. Similar rules? Is it going to be 30 minutes? Do we know?
I'm going to go. I think we're going to go to the drawing board tonight, have a team meeting, try to figure out if we need to make any changes. What changes would you recommend?
I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I was pretty exhilarated. The 3 hours went pretty damn fast. I've been having a good time watching this. So it looks like to decide third place. So it looks like we might have a consolation match.
Yeah, I think third place gets fun too.
What would I change? I liked for the live stream. I like the side by side view to be able to sweat both these. Like I'm thinking about more from like the viewer's perspective as from the traders.
Yeah, I think you kind of want a screen on both their faces if you can have it, like just constantly. Like
it's fun being able to see, like you can kind of see their thought process as they're like sliding bars. Like, oh, we just went from 17x to 40x, and you can see them toggle between coins. See when their fingers on the close button, what they're watching for the numbers to go up. So it is a fun experience.
I like being able to watch the screens too and seeing Chicken go for check out trading patterns.
2 sharks.
Lijm, because I used to live in the Netherlands and I speak Dutch, is actually lime. It's lime.
Oh.
Yeah. IJ in Dutch is I, so lime. Yes, he's got it. Nederlander. Ja, ik heb ook in Eindhoven gewoond. Dat klopt, lime. Ja, dat heb je al gezegd. Maar. And Holly, I think, is also Dutch here. I don't know. Yeah, I was deep in the Dutch weeds for a year.
Yeah, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I can speak
Dutch a lot this morning's stream.
That's what these streams are here for, man. You spend 2.5 hours with me, and I get my liquid death energy drink, and we're gonna have a good time.
Well, it was a good time. Thanks for all our listeners who tuned in. I guess Stats, final predictions for tomorrow. Do you have a horse in this race?
I got one. I got my boy 2 sharks, so I'm going to root for him. Holly being your Dutch. Yeah, I knew that. I could see it from your comments how you're Dutch. I'm just going to go with him. I'm going to go. He's the guy we know. He's the guy who went on the podcast. He's the guy who's showing his face. He's the guy whose wife's got some skin in the game. You know, she's paying attention. And I think he's kind of figured out how to make it work. I think a lot of these other guys are spraying and praying, and I think he's done a good job. So I'm going to go with him.
I'm guessing Myriad's going to have a market up for who will win the contest. I'm going to think about sprinkling our boy 2 sharks.
Let's do it. Give it a little sprinkle.
Depending where the odds open up at.
And Spacebar just asked, and I got to ask you, Tyler, why do I not have Rect Energy Drink? I would take Rect Energy Drink 7 days a week if I knew how to get it.
See, that's a limiter for me. So I'm a heavy coffee drinker. I don't drink energy drinks.
Yeah, me neither. It's just this is easier. If I'm in the middle of a pie instead, like I can just go grab this from the fridge. And Liquid Death energy drink. I'm a shareholder in Liquid Death. full disclosure. But it's the same amount of caffeine as a coffee. So they're like, we need to be an energy, but we also like to pretend we're healthy. So let's pretend that we're actually on a mission to make energy drinks less energetic. I'm not sure how well that's going to go for them, but they did have a Super Bowl ad about it.
People love Liquid Death.
Love
It's
it.
got a cult following, indeed. I missed by me. I should have been drinking wrecked on the show. So
That'd been good. We got to support the brothers, Tyler. We got to support the brothers.
If we run this back. So we'll chat about tomorrow what to do for the final. It'll probably be running live during FOMO.
Yeah.
So we'll chat. We'll let our listeners know what the plan is. But Stats, this has been fantastic. Thanks for coming on the stream with me.
Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it, and appreciate everyone who stuck around and hung with us in the comments.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tune in live for the AceTrader finals. Bye, everybody.